and we are back for the second part and final part of this replay analysis of my challenge win. We will start from round 6 today and go through till the end. We are joined as always by Season of Mists or Lorenzo Aldegheri, whose link tree you can find in the description, where you can also find my MetaFi. And yeah, let's get to the action. Here we go. Second part. We start back from round 6 in the Swiss, and we don't see the 7 hand. I guess it was bad. I started recording here, but
it's a good 6, no?
Yeah. Turn to Wellspring is all I dream about.
Also, like, the matchup is somewhat known. Like, Kemaru usually plays some green.com deck. So,
Yeah.
it's a solid hand.
Let's see. He's not coming. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Safe play here.
Yeah. I mean, there is no need to risk it.
Yeah.
Basic mountain.
Yes.
Do you Vrat here? Unironically.
Huh. Oh, I guess yeah, here I'm also thinking about it. I think I don't.
It's incorrect in my opinion, but you might be tempted, to be fair.
Yeah, from the time I'm spending on this turn, you can guess I'm. Oh, okay, I am doing it.
You do. It's okay.
Okay.
I would be more inclined to Rat if he went like Quirion Titania, no?
Mm-hmm.
Without making the second land drop. Actually, if he didn't make the second land drop, it would be probably actually very correct to do it. This way is questionable, but it's not an easy choice for sure. I mean, you can get overrun with his end.
Yeah. So I guess in the last video I talked about fighting on the payoffs rather than the mana, but I think you really shouldn't take it as a hard rule, especially when Priest of Titania is involved, because Priest of Titania can get things really crazy, and oftentimes you can't respond at everything at once. So unfortunately, there is no hard rule. Sometimes it's a gamble, and so like every time Priest of Titania is involved in the early turns, you have to seriously think about the situation, and it can often be beneficial to wipe. Here, it's hard to take a stance. By the way, while reviewing the last video, I thought that maybe we made a little like the only thing I am a little bit unsatisfied with is that sometimes we were like not very decisive on some choices. We told that
I understand your point. Like at the same time, like there are no correct choice usually. It's a game of chances in the end. So
yeah, that's true. I mean, even in a game of chance, there is a correct choice, but you might not know what the correct choice is. And I mean probabilistically, like maybe like there is a correct choice that has the highest chance of success. It's not always easy to find out which one is it.
Also, by knowing how it went, it's easier to like make the mistake to reason
that's true
while being biased on the result, no? So it always depends. Like it's true that if you don't Vrat here, you could be like overrun by an initiative. So it's also true to that is, I mean, it's also correct to Vrat here, but at the same time, is incorrect if he just drops another Titania Quirion and goes off with a draw spell. Yeah, it's a game of chance. Uh, I can see why Vrating here. I can see why not Vrating here.
Yeah, I guess we can briefly analyze the two possible scenarios. And so, for example, what happens if I don't wipe here and they have Avenging Hunter,
You
which
probably
is
lose.
obviously the max punish.
You probably lose.
Okay, that's a pretty hard consequence.
Also,
Because
we
I
are
don't have a rat. Yeah,
yeah, we don't have a rat. We are without toxin, no,
yeah.
in this list. So
Also, not just initiative, but Hydra is also a big problem from here.
I mean, true, but it depends how big it gets. Like it really
Yeah,
depends if he has a Quirion in hand. It's hard to make this assumption because he could be playing around the shaman because he knows you are on Jund, you know.
yeah, for sure.
So he could be playing around shaman by saving the Quirion. He could have it, so it could make like a, I guess 8/8 or something. Uh, it's difficult. It's
So
there is no correct choice,
let's see the other
in my opinion.
scenario. So what's the downside if I wipe here? What can happen that is ugly?
I mean, he just drops more mana dorks with let's say a couple of
Mm-hmm.
winning Wayne and
He
like
drops
you
mana dorks, and then next turn I'm in the same situation, but I don't have the shaman.
area also wall and drop back
Yeah,
in the game.
that's
And
true.
the rest of your lands are all artifacts, so by actually putting the actual creatures in the graveyard, you expose yourself a lot to the Masked Vandal.
Yeah. So one could probably try to uh, somewhat calculate the probabilities of these two scenarios. It's not easy because they are fairly complex scenarios. Like it's not just one variable, but we won't do it here because we want to. Like we can't stay here for 6 hours. We we already commentated for 3 hours the last time, and this is probably going to be about the same length already, and we can't go too deep on each choice. But it was.
My reasonable,
Hmm, yeah,
yeah,
go
sorry,
ahead.
sorry. Like my reasonable assumption is that you will get max punished here. Like in the sense that you will just drop a few more mana dorks and then you will start developing and you will fall too much behind on tempo.
That's possible. So let's see what happens. Another priest. This is
Just the
a
price though.
yeah.
This is not too bad actually. Could be worse.
6 is nice. So did I draw the
This is
forest?
the
Hmm.
hmm. This is a slight misstep, I guess.
Well, I guess of course, I would like to drop a black source because next turn I can then go tapland and dispute. But it is quite risky, of course, uh, because
I mean, like he didn't like. Let's safely assume that he doesn't have more mana dwarfs because at this on this board you will drop your Quirion, you will drop your Elvish Mystic, whatever. No,
yeah,
so he has three cards that are either payoff, um, draw
draw.
spell, or Masked Vandal.
Mm-hmm.
There is no. I mean, he could have another forest, but that will be a bit unlikely since he has a low level count, no? So there is actually the chance that he either drops the Masked Vandal directly, or he actually casts Windy Way into Masked Vandal, which is also
Yeah.
bad.
By the way, he wants to put elves on the board for the priest, so he's very happy to cast the Masked Vandal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I guess he will always have a target because we are dropping an artifact for sure this turn. But yeah, our only black source is very, very, very precious. So
yeah, clearly land is the worst one for us.
So here it's probably better to drop the forest, even though next turn will be a little bit uncomfortable. Like we will waste 1 mana, but I think it's worth it. So we will get our Icor Wellspring exiled. So maybe, I don't know, like maybe if you want to really play around Vandal, you could play Lembas instead of Wellspring, but then it becomes maybe a little too much.
Yeah, that's at that point is just like you said, too much. If you want to exile the Igor, is I guess fine. You can drop your Bolt Whispers. You can, I mean, you can even sacrifice the Lembas to Fanatical. Of course, it's not the same value, but is still expending resources to fight something not really important like the Icon. But this is of course terrible. But
Yeah, so maybe no payoff.
unless exact, unless his last
Okay.
card, okay.
Again, okay, and there is the initiative. And now the lack of black is extremely punishing because Jixian will be I mean, would be good to have to try and steal the initiative maybe with another
Like
card.
anything really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even just the opportunity to cast down the initiative.
So I
Because
guess
actually we have
I'm losing this game, right?
probably because like we have a lot of plays that like all the black mana beside the 3 cards is tapped. So even if we find it now,
Yeah.
it's too
Okay.
late.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here I don't know if I could have won otherwise, but it was a horrible misplay for sure. Like
I, I mean, I think the misplay was just the tap, the land, because
yeah,
Wrathing initially is correct, or I mean, it can pay off. It's not correct as we said, but it can pay off.
I agree.
The land is a misstep, yes.
Here probably what happened is that basically I didn't have that forest, right? So I kind of planned my turn ahead, and then I didn't notice that I had drawn the forest. Most likely that's what happened.
Or it's easy to forget, like that he can do that.
So here, let's say he exiles the Icor Wellspring.
You just go Lembas.
I go Lembas, yeah.
You probably actually go Breach Lembas,
Yeah.
and the next turn you drop the
Then I have 4 mana the next turn with black.
and you. I mean, you probably go cast down for sure.
Yeah.
At the same time, he could not cast the Masked Vandal, but as you said, he kinda wants to use it for mana generation as well. So he will probably
Yes,
go
yes.
for it.
So yeah, I think it was a playable spot here with black mana. Yeah. Even though it was just 1 mana, but uh,
I mean, it would allow you to cast Fanatical Offering, and that's a big if because everything could happen at that point, no?
exactly.
So
So yeah,
maybe you would have lost still, but it's still playable.
unfortunate misplay here, but luckily I wasn't too punished because we know that I won the match. So let's see what happens next. Usual sideboarding as I was doing in this tournament. Easy keep.
Decent plan. You're also on the play, so you don't care about Masked Vandal here.
Yeah. By the way, notice how I cut 2 wildfires and I still have it in my starting hand.
Of course, buddy. Like that's how you win challenges.
What is happening here? Okay. Oh, I skipped too much. Mountain for extra safety.
That's correct because you're probably yes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to according to plan. Nice. So if he goes for another thing, you can dispute it.
Oh,
Holy shit.
he's going
Buddy, come
hard on
on.
the land destruction plan.
I mean, I guess it makes sense if you really want to touch against Jund, but I don't see the like there is not that much upside in doing it.
I
In my
agree.
opinion.
Like the price of having a non-creature spell in your sideboard is very high. I kind of only condone it if it improves the bard matchup, like in the case of Monstrous Emergence, I think. But anyway,
It happens, so whatever.
yeah,
I mean, you
yeah,
can recover with Fanaticals, so it's not too bad. You still have
exactly.
lands, so it's fine.
Oh, I even have another dispute now.
But this is initiative? No? Nice.
Just
This is fine.
yeah. Okay, so here there is an interesting decision point though, because as you might notice, we don't have a second artifact. So, do you gamble and hope to draw a second artifact, or do you cast down the Timberwatch and go for the Sure Brat?
It's questionable because you have multiple stuff you can do. Because you can do like 3 different lines, I guess. You can
Yeah,
wait and see if you draw a second artifact, which would be dream scenario, of course, if you draw maybe Icor, let's say.
exactly.
But it's a bit risky in the sense that you are just out-tempoed a lot, no? You can go cast down on the Timberwatch, untap, and either ignore the priest, which is very dangerous, since he has 2 cards in hand. I mean, he's not doing a lot with his mana for now, but
Yeah, but then if he
he
draws
could.
Hydra, is
Exactly, he could. At the same time, you could just cast down now, untap, go Clark, Vrat for 1, and dispute the Clark, which is acceptable in my opinion.
yeah. I think that's the best line, and it's because we got double Ponzad, so we absolutely need to make the most of our mana now because we're a little behind on mana. And
Yeah, I agree.
so I want to use these 2 mana now, and I do it by casting cast down, and then using all my mana by board wiping and casting dispute on my shaman. So
Yeah, I mean there is also the greed monster line, which is like eviscerator the map now, draw into 2
that's amazing.
artifacts, drop it, Vrat for 2 or 3 even, but
Yes,
that's stupid, I would
drought option
say, because
analysis.
exactly, like that's a bit way too high roll.
There's no reason to high roll here. Like we are, we already have a lot of stuff. We just don't want to die.
Yeah, there is no reason
He
to be
has
a
2
greedy
cards in
monster.
hand. Come on. I think there are a lot of choices here, but this one is the one I like the most.
It's the most balanced one, like it's good. It's just good use of mana.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we even drew a better dispute. Nice.
Ironically, you would have drawn the 2 artifacts, but then you would not have been able to cast it because the refurbished would have cost like 3, I think. So
Yeah.
um, better be safe than sorry, no?
Also, we didn't have any chance to map the shaman. No, because we
No.
have no artifact here. Okay. And he
I mean,
puts
he
it up.
concedes, so
Yeah.
decent end. It's not too good, but it's not too bad.
Exactly. I don't have ways to develop, which is unfortunate. I have 2 removals and a way to steal the initiative, so I guess I keep 4 lands against a deck with a heavy Ponza plan. I think it's a fine hand, but on the lower, like on the lower side.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the good part is that you can slow him down a lot with double cast down early game.
Mm-hmm.
The bad part is, of course, that your red mana is very much at risk.
Yeah, that's true. Uh, and my cast down is only putting it at even more risk. Okay, I guess we have another red source.
This is acceptable, to be fair.
Yeah.
If he has it, he has it. You can drop Refurbished on Shoe. I mean, you would have been able to drop Refurbished on Shoe, which is a good upside, I guess. Now, if this gets the Glame Red or worse, that is a problem.
Indeed. But it looks like
It's happening.
he kept just for Vandal on turn 2, but he doesn't have any other payoff. So
Lol. Yeah, either.
okay, this
Nice.
is a Hydra. But why did he discard the Vandal?
I
Oh, I
mean, because
guess
the...
he has the Hydra already, but he wanted to make more mana.
But why is he not bouncing a forest and discarding a forest?
Yeah,
He
that
could
would
go
be much
like...
better.
he will destroy you.
Yeah.
Unironically. Because like he will go... If he discards, he has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I mean, Hydra for 4 is not that exciting, to be fair. But exiling one land is...
Yeah, he wants to go all in on the Hydra, but yeah, the Vandal is also. I mean, I guess the Vandal, like he would have the choice either Hydra or the Vandal next turn.
Unless it's a small Hydra, which is not very good, to be fair.
Yeah,
I will
so
keep the Vandal, to be fair.
yeah, I mean, honestly, I will keep the Vandal and cast Vandal, not Hydra. But maybe
Exactly, and just go for a bigger Hydra the next tour. Because he
exactly,
already got one red source, he's getting a second. I mean, that's pretty good. Because he knows that you don't have a fetch or a basic mountain, because otherwise you will never expose the bridge like
exactly.
that. I mean, he should know. To be fair, if you don't have cast down here, you are dying pretty fast. So that's also a reasonable plan.
Mm-hmm.
Such turn clock.
So here I want to cast down.
Makes sense.
Or, I mean, maybe, no. Maybe I am actually casting Toxin and drawing off the clue. But if I am doing that, I think it will be better to cast Jixian and Toxin and save the draw for later, right?
Uh, Toxin could get punished by the Glamour specifically, which is acceptable. I guess he doesn't have it, or he would have done it already. So probably yes. I will still cast down, because you still need to, like, you are not close to casting these Grizzlies. you kinda need to take care of the rest of the board as well, not just the Hydra. So I will save the Toxin for the upside of throwing Shaman, I think. I think I'm doing cast down here.
Okay, I think I value the fact that we are getting some use of this toxin, and while otherwise it could be dead in our hand, while cast down is more universal. And I also like the mana efficiency of using all 3 mana.
Mm-hmm.
So here I would be inclined to use Toxin, I just don't know if I would cast Jixian or Crack the Clue. And I think, like, since I already have another answer and I'm not in a rush to find anything specifically, I will cast Jixian.
I mean, it really depends on his tour, though, like on his top deck, if you're in a rush or not.
That's true.
Because, like, if he drops another Hydra here, it's a disaster.
Yeah, also, if I go for the Toxin line, I kinda lose to initiative, so maybe that's actually a huge consideration.
To be fair, he's in top deck mode. Like, it was clear that from the turn prior that his hand was doing this specific scenario, and that's it. So anything that comes off from the top, it's whatever. Like, of course, if he top decks an Hydra, an initiative, the Stampede, it's gonna be bad. But yes, there are also a lot of that top decks, like some shitty elf.
You know, the more I think about it, the more I want to get this toxin out of our hands, because we also have these creatures, and like we need to solve this Hydra, right? So let's say that we use double cast down to kill the Hydra. Then we are left with some creatures and a toxin. What do we do? I mean, of course, we cast the creatures, so the upside of using Krark gains less value of using Toxin with Krark. So this Toxin is most likely going to be used in a block anyway. And if you're doing that, the earlier you're doing it, the least chances they have to draw the Glamour. And I prefer using it now that I'm sure I'm going to use it that way, and then saving the more universal cast down for later.
I mean, I think that like your line of thinking makes sense. I don't think I will do the same. I'm not sure why, but I feel like more comfortable in doing just cast down and reevaluate next turn, because one toxin is not like both cast down and toxin are not clearing the Hydra on Masked Vandal in one shot. You will need to use both of them anyway.
Yeah.
So I think that I would rather expand the cast down first and save the toxin for a potential wipe, maybe even next turn if you are lucky enough, or like for a better situation, and then decide what to do. Like, I'm not 100% sold on the double cast down, but for sure I think I will start with cast down here, even though it's a bit less efficient.
Okay.
That's undeniable.
Let's see what I do, because I don't remember. It's starting to be like 3 weeks ago, so I don't remember anymore.
You lose 1 mana by doing so, but
Oh, okay. I
okay.
actually go for the cast down line.
Which doesn't prevent you from casting Toxin the next turn, but it's just a bit more conservative, I think.
Oh, and they have the initiative, so the cast down line is actually rewarded, because otherwise I would have lost my Refurbished, which would have been a poor choice in the face of an initiative.
I think that it's just more safe. It's just better to start this chain of removals with the single cast down. It's less efficient mana-wise, that's true,
Yeah.
but it has less weak spots of situation that can happen and concatenate and like put you in a terrible spot.
Yeah, I like this. I like what you are saying about like saving the decision for later, since we are going to use two of them anyway, and it like here you if you save it for later, you understand now. You have more information, and you know that there is an initiative, so you can take a better decision.
Now, if you top deck shaman, it's GG. It's just
Exactly.
GG.
But even if I don't, like, this is secretly a good scenario if you think about it, because we kill the Hydra, and now we can cast both our creatures. So, I mean,
We
not
are taking a lot of damage in the process, huh?
that's true. That's true. I guess
But
it's not a good scenario, but it's an acceptable scenario.
exactly, like we are still in the game.
Yeah.
I assume that you're gonna top deck a shaman like in soon enough, because otherwise I don't see us making it through.
You might be surprised. I don't know why I keep messing with the speed. Oh no, okay.
It's just thinking, tanking.
What is going on?
Cast down plus Egyptian.
Yeah, cast down plus Jixen for sure.
Okay.
So I'm taking red here. Okay.
I mean, of course, you die to a lot of stuff, but
Okay.
not to this list stampede. Nice.
Yeah. Lucky top deck, not lucky lead.
Everything balanced. We're going to chew. Cast down. This is bad. This is bad though. This is actually really bad.
Especially because there is trap looming.
Yeah.
So we have to take the initiative.
You forge the chrysalis.
Yeah. I mean, here I do some math, and actually it's not too bad.
Yeah, could be worse. Could be worse.
Thanks to the toxin analysis. So we actually see that I won this game because I took the cast down line and not the toxin line. For sure. Like, because my rat survived, and because now I can gain a lot of life. So nice. I'm glad that I thought like you in that spot, and not like my current self. So I'm learning from my past self.
It's actually a very big problem now, because you are gonna trade 3 pieces out of the board. No, only 2. But you are gaining like, you're basically going to stabilize on 5 or 4 life, I think.
Yeah, let's play the video, because it doesn't matter. Like
It's scripted, yes.
Yeah, exactly. No need to do the math when we can just see. I'm doing a lot of math.
You're thinking to forge the
Egyptian? But actually, so here I'm thinking if I want to forge the Egyptian or the chrysalis. Without doing all the math, I will spoil the conclusion, which is this. The one I will forge is the one that doesn't survive. The amount of life I gain is exactly the same. So, I mean, the amount of life I gain is not the same, but the damage I take is exactly the same, because Jixian has less toughness. So my life total will be the same either way. I just need to know which creature I want to survive, and it's clearly Jixian, so I must pump the chrysalis.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's like also you cannot play around it, you will just swing.
Yeah, of course, he has to go for the lethal line. Here we can see, by the way, a very funny... Where is it? Here.
Buddy, like, just cast your cards, Walker. Stop thinking. Okay.
So we go to 1. But now the situation is looking good.
You're taking back the initiative, you're gonna stall the board. I mean, you're probably still dead to Hydra, no?
Oh,
No,
well.
maybe not.
Uh,
Maybe not, actually.
Really? Maybe not. You're right. Because I have 2 big creatures.
Exactly, like, he doesn't have enough mana to push it through, I think. You're dead to Viridian Longbow, but it is what it is.
He's processing what happened. He's shocked.
A bit molding, I mean, I would mold as well.
Can we... No, okay. He loses connection. Okay, molding really hard.
Is he gone? Like, he's not coming back?
No, I think he comes back. Okay, he's coming back. Or maybe not. I mean, there is no reason to rage quit here because you don't know about the Chrysalis in hand and I'm at 1 life. So you could be still lethal.
Also, Hydra, like, from his perspective, like, Hydra is lethal. Avenging Hunter is a very good top deck, anything can happen. Probably he just has connection issues.
Oh, okay. He comes back. And oh wait, no, what am I thinking? So this is 3 blockers plus 1 4 blockers, so everything is okay. Oh, I guess casting Eviscerator is free because I still have 4 mana for Chrysalis. So I want to see if I draw a board wipe.
It's not lethal, but it's close also.
And here we go.
1, 2. I mean, you just wipe.
I assume I cast Shaman and he
Exactly,
concedes.
yeah. There is no coming back here.
Yeah. Nice. Very, very close game. And we saw a very important decision, which was very close. So much so that my future self, not remembering what happened, would have taken the wrong choice. So that was fun.
True. Also, like, I wonder how much the game would have been different if he just sacrificed the forest to your rat trigger and
Also,
just
yeah.
went for your land.
So games of small decisions.
From each side, yeah.
Round 7. So let's start from this hand. I would say in a vacuum, it's a keep. Do you agree?
It's always a keep. Like, of course, it's those, let's say, somewhat clunky keeps. Like, it's not optimal, it's not fast, but it has strong cards. Like,
We
mostly
have 4
Wildfire
lands.
and
4 lands is always
yeah.
good for our starting hand. And we have some acceptable spells, even though not perfect.
It's easily upgradable by a single artifact,
Very
either
true.
Lembas or Icor, so even Spellbomb, like if you are in a pinch, so it's fine.
Does this change if we know that the opponent is on Elves? Like we go on Goldfish and we see itself?
Probably yes. Probably I would maybe take a mulligan. Like, it's not a bad end, but it's not good. At the same time, you are on the play. Like, if you were on the draw, I would probably snap mull. Not being
I
happy
agree.
about, but I would. On the play, I will probably still risk it because you have basic mountain, you can get basic swamp, so you are kind of safe from Masked Vandal in a sense. You can like contest initiative with Refurbished.
Yes, on
You
the play,
can
I
play.
would also keep it. And sure, munitions is not great, especially in this end without fodder, but in some cases, it can be useful still.
Exactly, like I would say it's a keep, but not a terribly good one.
Exactly.
At the same time, let's be real. If you start mulliganing these kind of hands, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
He's going to 5, which is nice. Makes me feel better about the keep.
For sure.
Hello.
Immediately fixed.
Come on, buddy. Like, let's be real. What is this shit? Good start though from them.
Yeah. Ooh,
Although
only one
not a
land though.
very good and not a very good lead because like it's a
Okay. So now it kind of looks like a sure win from here. Like we wipe those two elves with the rat, sacrifice rat, and it's GG. Well, I guess maybe not because he still has two lands in hand, thanks
go
to
back a
end.
second. Like I'm not sure I will go like this.
Really?
I mean I will Vrat, but I will Vrat in a different way. I will probably go Clarkland Shaman,
Mm-hmm.
sack a land and dispute the Shaman.
Oh, okay, because you know that you won't have any other sack fodder with this end.
Exactly, and still, it's true that I mean, refurbished is whatever, but at the same time, it's uh, it's something you need in the game to contest the initiative. I wouldn't
Well,
throw it
the
away.
initiative is super far, and we have Pulse of Murasa.
That's true, but at the same time, it's better to start apply some pressure to have the creature on board. Mm,
That's possible.
since we have already 5 lands, I would probably bin one for this shaman.
And also, of course, if we really are struggling for land drops, we can still pulse the land back.
Exactly.
I don't dislike this line because it lets us go ahead. Like especially casting this dispute is very important. Uh, I mean, also like not sacrificing lands on turn 3 is is nice.
It's good as well, yes.
So
Like the main thing is that you don't have targets for the dispute.
yeah,
And it's also the weaker dispute in this matchup. So I will use it while I can
yeah. So
now. But I
let's
can see not doing it,
let's be
let's say.
clear. The reason why you would follow that line is that you don't have other fodder, because with them at one land, I'm not worried about the initiative. So I prefer sacrificing familiar than a land. But that consideration about not having other fodder is very legitimate, and that could be why you do that. So yeah, still once again, I can't give you a decisive answer. I don't know what line is more correct.
At the same time, it's true also that like if we start sacrificing this land to Clarkland Shaman, we are casting that familiar not very much efficiently. Uh, but at the same time, we are not in a rush to cast it, so
Yeah, let's see.
be fair, sorry, like if I keep,
No,
but go a bit back again. Like there is really a need to aggressively rat there.
no.
Like this is the
Interesting.
board. Do we need to rat?
He can't
Not
cast the
really.
initiative. Like, even if he drops a land, no. Here it's
Also, we
four,
have the
4 mana at most, and we have the familiar, yeah.
exactly. Like,
So
do we really need to do it?
maybe this was
Can't
too
we make him
aggressive.
overstand a bit?
Yeah, that's actually not a bad consideration at all.
Like, it's true, he can, like, do some stuff. I mean,
But
the worst punch.
nothing scary with 4 mana. I guess Hydra for 2, but
Nah, that's not a problem.
yeah,
The worst thing it can happen, it can start chaining Masked Vandals on you. And, but even then, whatever. No?
yeah, yeah. Actually, this is a very important comment. I think I 100% agree here. We could wait.
I mean, to be fair, you have been playing, like, this is the 4th game in a row that you play against Elves.
Yeah,
You're probably slightly tilted, not gonna lie. I will be.
especially because the
So,
matchup is not that easy, and I already had 3 tough matches. If you like, now we have seen them with some separation, but I was doing that shit in a row.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like, like, I can see the mental aspect of the game getting in there here and just say, okay, I drop Shaman, he has 1 land, he concedes now.
yeah.
But
Like
that's not
just wanting to
necessarily
get an easy game finally.
exactly. But that's not necessarily what is about to happen.
Yeah.
So perhaps I would be a bit more conservative here if I actually, because like thinking about it like now with the full reasoning behind it, maybe it's a bit too aggressive.
No, I definitely agree.
I mean, the spot is still great, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So okay, now we have a somewhat devoid turn. Like we kind of have some mediocre actions, but we can take some actions. So what are we doing here? Like, okay, we made some maybe bad decisions, probably bad decisions, but now we are in this spot. What do we do here?
It's everything is very suboptimal, to be
Yeah,
fair. You could
but
go
we need
pulse
to do
on
something.
Refurbished. Pulse on Refurbished is bad, or like it's. I mean, it's not bad. It's not that effective. You could still stay open and actually like use Eviscerator on a land if he goes for a Masked Vandal.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, just pulls either the Shaman or either the Familiar in hand, which is not too bad actually.
Yeah,
It's
I think
it's a decent.
that's what I do, especially because we should think that with this list, I only have 3 shamans and 1 pulse. I don't have any other means of recursion. So if I use this pulse on Twisted Landscape or Familiar, that means that I will only have access to other 2 shamans maximum. So we need to very carefully consider what we are targeting with this pulse of Murasa.
Yeah, it really depends on his turn as well, I
Yeah.
think. So probably just sit back and do nothing. It's the better one. This is acceptable as well.
Yeah. Like we still have access to every other play. We just drop the munitions, and if they vandal the munitions, it's fine. We don't have any
Yeah,
fodder anyway.
exactly. The only bad part about this is that
I
you
can't use
kind
the
of
dispute.
wanted to eviscerate or anything, so you missed on that, but it's not really that important.
Yeah, I guess this forces the hand, and I need to decide what I want to take with Pulse of Murasa. while dispute would have been better. But by the way, even in like from their perspective, why did they target munitions? Maybe because they feared the dispute. Yeah. So
Probably, yeah. You have 5 mana, you stayed open. I mean, you just dropped a ammunition without doing anything else, so he probably assumes that you have a dispute.
yeah. So now hmm. So maybe dropping that munitions was bad because I gave them that bad target that I wasn't happy to give. Like the card is the card was bad, so I was happy to feed it to the Vandal, but I really needed that dispute, and now I might be forced to dispute a land, although maybe I wait one turn before doing it. So I kind of lost some value there.
I think that the munition was completely fine as a target, as a play. I am a bit more inclined to contest the pools here, though, because he has two cards in hand. One is Hydra. So, this familiar is gonna be good. Like, he either has another bomb, which is gonna discard, or is just gonna be left with Hydra, which you are gonna, let's say, control with these cast downs, but you still need the target for dispute. And you don't have a fodder at the same time for Clarkland Shaman. And the dispute is gonna like take you away from
Oh,
fodder.
you know what? I think here. So I think what I'm doing here is shaman, sacrifice a land, and dispute the shaman so that this Hydra is small.
It's acceptable. You don't even need to cast down then, if the
Exactly.
Hydra is small enough.
That is the idea, I think. Not sure if it's correct again, but I think it's what I'm doing.
I mean, now we are down this all, let's say, so
Yeah.
we need to keep playing on this line.
Still no fodder, unfortunately.
Okay.
This is small,
This is
but
actually a dream scenario.
yeah, by the way, they should have bestowed, I think.
Yeah,
So,
the result is basically the same. It's a 3/5, but it's 2 creatures.
yeah.
So it's better.
Are we
Is that
disputing a
no?
land?
Probably yes. Depends on.
Okay, here's
Okay.
another Hydra.
I
It's
mean, we
fine. We are
can.
at 25, so we can tank a few attacks.
Yeah, we can still ignore this one.
If we draw a Chrysalis, it's game over, basically.
And you have to dispute the land.
Yeah. Sadly.
It's not that good, but it's not that bad, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mid. Okay,
Okay.
now we gotta start using those customs.
Yeah, very, very strange situation. I target that one first so that if I draw a lot of fodder, now I can board wipe everything. Just
Yeah, makes sense.
explaining for the viewer.
I mean, you are very far from it, but it could happen.
Especially now that there is also a hunter. I guess we are casting Sagu and killing the hunter.
The forge is somewhat problematic, though,
Yeah, also
because
we would want to kill a rich creature, so maybe we want to kill the big Hydra. Let's see where the forge goes.
I think that I'm actually a bit worried about this because um, Exactly. Now we have 3
Yeah.
creatures that are all bigger than Sagu. Otherwise, if we went to double cast down, he would have had 5/6 after combat. But at the same time,
Oh, so you are considering not casting
yes,
Sagu?
yes. I am considering going a double cast down and
Mm-hmm.
stealing the initiative, which doesn't do anything because we are already out of basics, but forces them to attack with just a 3/4, no?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna make a 5/6 probably, or I mean, he has to top deck something and to forge that, which would be annoying. But
I
then we go
I
pick up
don't
with
love that
Sag.
line because now we have a 5/6 to deal with, and we already used 3 cast downs. So
Yeah, it's mad. It's just kind of bad, yes.
uh,
But the situation is devolving in a series of mm, like uncomfortable spots, let's say.
yeah, I mean I think it's kind of everything because in half of our deck we didn't draw any fodder for disputes or Clark, so we are living off the scraps. And also, I made some bad decisions at the start. So it's a combination of bad draws and bad decisions, basically.
Yeah, these hydras are actually kind of annoying at this point.
Yeah.
Even though they are not good,
I mean, like
they
on
are
turn 8,
annoying.
usually they wouldn't be annoying. But
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I mean, we are still in the game, huh? It's
for sure, for sure.
just annoying. For that, yes.
So now
We're taking
at least my
7.
line ensures that the remaining creature is a 3/4 instead of a 5/6, and that means that one Chrysalis can deal with that.
Exactly, or maybe Lambas into Icor. I mean,
Yeah.
anything really.
So we delay taking the initiative by one turn, but we deal better with the board. Finally,
Okay.
Alembas.
But this is nice.
Yeah,
You've run for 4 here, no?
I should. Now if I brought for 4, it's amazing. It's an amazing spot. I even have a cast down left. Yeah. So
I
what
guess
can
that
be?
another Hunter will be a problem.
Yeah, or maybe a draw spell.
I mean, not really actually, because Hunter, okay, sure, he gets back the initiative, deals you 5, you cast down, take back the initiative again.
Oh wow!
Holy shit.
Look at that.
Uh,
I was saying the spot is very good. Like this is where you want to be. You steal the initiative and you wipe the board. Perfect. I even have a cast down left for their top deck, but draw 5 is tough.
I mean, at least you don't have any artifacts for their Masked Vandal.
Yeah.
And he still has a kind of devoid turn. But the next one is gonna be annoying. I mean, actually, the next couple of turns.
Mm-mm. And don't forget that we already used many valuable resources. Like we already used 2 and then 3 cast downs and 2 shamans plus pools. So we are not left with much in terms of answers. We must draw creatures at least.
Yeah, you need to close out the game.
Yeah.
Like normally at this point, you will be start closing out the game with anything.
Oh, by the way, one interesting thing that I actually remember. They are at 16. If I forge, they go at 11. Then they drop the Hydra. I kill the Hydra. Well, I guess they can bestow it. But anyway, they are at 11, and then I attack for 5, and I trap and I go at 1. So it's a line to consider, but unfortunately, I'm 1 short from presenting lethal.
Yeah,
So
it's too risky.
yeah, and then I'm left with nothing, and they have all this stuff. So
Also because they also have the ant actually to cast with reach.
yeah,
Which is a
actually,
problem.
the end is best case scenario because I kill it and attack. So if I was lethal and I go ant, it's good. I go forge. But yeah, since
Yeah,
I'm not
they're
lethal, I have to go lost well. So now, do you take the dispute?
probably yes. Actually, probably yes.
Yeah.
I mean, actually no. Wait a second, because this is not draw one. This is just scribe. This spot is terrible. Like it's. I mean, you are getting the treasure next
Yes.
turn, so you have the target actually.
The only
So
unfortunate
perhaps,
thing is that I'm wasting a turn. But I think I need so many things right now that the dispute is good.
yeah, because one creature doesn't cut it. Like you will not win the game with just one Chrysalis.
Mm-hmm.
So probably yes, you have to take the dispute. Although it feels very bad. Debating, thinking, yeah. No attack. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. Because they are not forced to cast Hydra. I could also do this.
This is a
Peculiar
yeah.
choice, actually.
Oh, nice draw. Finally.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you dying to a top deck Hydra?
Hmm. No, I don't think so. This is 6 mana, so it's 1 plus 4, 5 damage.
Okay, okay.
I guess I cleared the graveyard because I know about the bundle. Instead of casting Lembas.
And
Okay, and now we can steal the initiative. And throne is coming up.
this is problematic. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie, this is quite a problem. This is not very good. Avenging Hunter. I think we are. I think we have lost.
Yeah, very strange game.
Like, I wonder how much Fit would have changed if we didn't.
If we waited on the first Krark.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Not too much, I think, to be completely fair, because if you think about it, like, it's not like he overboarded into a lot of other small mana dorks or anything. He just went cycle land, played my creature, play my creature. There wasn't any Priest of Titania or Timberwatch or anything, no?
yeah. So let's finish the game and then we'll go back and try to see.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually very annoying because I was probably hoping that I could wipe for 7 at this point, which I know is a bit optimistic, but maybe in a couple of tours I could actually do it. Now this throws me off.
And it's also
Oh well,
like
it's
trample.
also, yeah. I mean, I no, actually the worst is trample.
It's gonna force you to block with. I mean, not really with anything, but this leaves you completely stranded against the Avenging Hunter next turn because it's just too big.
It is forcing me to champ because I'm at 5 alive.
Yeah, but like you can champ with a spawn and not sacrificing it. But the problem, like the fact that it has trample, like oh, it's a 6, yeah. But makes the Avenging Hunter even more problematic next turn because now it's 2 big trample creatures.
Yeah. So I prefer sacrificing the Chrysalis because because I need the mana, I think. I try to generate 1 extra artifact by sacrificing the spawn instead of Wellspring. And yeah, I guess now I'm really trying.
Wait. Sorry. Just go back a second. Isn't it better to just sacrificing the Sagu? Since you have another Chrysalis in hand?
So, see,
Because
I think here I really, like, I am really trying to build up that Clan Shaman. So I wanted the flying creature.
Okay. Because like another Chrysalis makes your makes both of them be 6, 7. If you
The
eat
thing
them
is,
up, it's a 7, 8.
yes, but you might be forgetting about something. Look here, 7
Oh
cards
yeah.
in hand, and one of them is another Hydra. So
It's that one. That's not the one that's on the
let's see.
on the end. Because I was on the assumption that it was that one.
Oh no, actually, you are right.
Okay.
So I didn't delete.
Cross it. I mean, not like the other 7 cards in hand are reassuring. Probably you are just doomed anyway. Like anything you do, it's like
Yeah,
you cannot get to 7 artifacts. Like realistically, you cannot. Not without Fontaine in the deck.
it's actually 8 artifacts.
True. Even worse.
But you will see that there is a line. There is a line.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy shit, the gold. Lembas. 6. But you don't have enough? No? What am I missing?
I think here you can
Making
draw a
trash.
1 mana artifact of the 2 Lembas. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the 1 mana artifact that you might draw. And you have 4 looks for it.
True,
So you can
actually.
get to 7, which means that this Hydra was really a disaster for us, both because of the trample and because we could have reached 7 artifacts. So now that you have 7, here I can attack, and they have the choice. They either block the Sagu, and then Descent has some damage, so everything dies, which is still pretty bad, of course. Or if they don't block, I get Stash, and then I can wipe everything. And that's the best case scenario.
Of course. Although, like, his follow-up with Timberwatch is probably, like, taking you down because, like, you don't have more Shaman, you don't have more cast down.
Yeah.
But that's a problem for another day, I guess. Like, it,
At least I try to survive and I have the initiative.
exactly. So you have 20 cards in the deck.
Yeah, we saw the creatures really late in this game, especially like Chrysalis and Jixian were in the bottom. I don't know, but like very very deep in the deck, so we
Yeah, which
couldn't
is
close it out.
unfortunate. Because, like, you actually had a lot of time in the earlier tours to start applying pressure.
And last opportunity, and here it is.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They do block, which is
Now,
fine.
actually, they rethink about it.
Okay. Makes sense, to be fair, from their spot. Like, they don't need this initiative, like, now.
Yeah, also the attack looked suspicious.
For sure.
So now I wait because I like in case they have another Hydra. So this way I am. Also, no, it's not because of the another Hydra. It's because I don't want to get hit by this one. So yeah,
False.
I want to save the initiative. Anyway, it's still not a super great spot, but at least now we untap, we can cast Chrysalis, then another Chrysalis. We have the initiative.
You actually
Maybe,
might stabilize it.
yeah, with that crazy line of wiping everything.
You can actually cast both, which is nice.
Unfortunately, Timberwatch is problematic.
On the trample creature also, yes.
Mm-mm.
That's actually a problem. Like, the problem is still the Hydra, because otherwise you would have champ block for days. Are you considering to draw now?
I'm not sure, maybe. Probably because casting this familiar doesn't accomplish much. But oh no, I actually, okay, so I wanted to have the black to draw off the spell bomb.
Because they have still a Masked Vandal, so they could
Mm-hmm.
take it away. Yeah.
And now we don't have any more shamans. So
Use the pools. We lost the munition. You have one more cast down, no?
yes,
Probably.
that's the only thing.
So you can. The problem is that if it's in those. No, actually, the throne shuffles. It's not like the cascade, so even if you see it now, you can still draw it back. But this attack is also annoying.
Hmm. Oh,
Oh,
I guess, yeah, here I realized that I was likely going to lose this game and I had 9 minutes. So I stopped the recording, unfortunately, because I had to win 2 games in 9 minutes. With Jund, it's not guaranteed, especially if you think about this game and how long it was. So, yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the recordings. I actually lost this game, and then I won game 2 and game 3. I have the screenshot of the end of game 3. See, 44 seconds on my clock. And we are on turn 12 still, so again another grind. I'm not sure how it went exactly, but at least here I won. And yeah. By the way, Viridian Longbow.
Yeah, that's actually kind of annoying, to be fair.
So yeah, that's unfortunate, but if I had recorded and slowed down my computer, I would have probably lost this game. So by timeout. So I had no other choice. Okay, so we wanted to see the relevance of this early choice, right?
Exactly. Because I think that in the end, the only thing that, let's say, punished you was,
There is
I mean,
another
two
thing
things actually.
here.
One is that you were stranded with this eviscerator for a bit too long. And the second is that if you actually started pushing some damage with that refurbished, perhaps a few turns later, the Sagu line of forging the Sago and swinging might have stalled the game. Might.
Maybe, yeah. Also, here I am actually going to wipe this turn, so that means that if I had saved the shaman, maybe now, like, maybe I could have wiped here. Now, I don't know if they would have played all this stuff out. Like, we wiped a Mana Dork and Aquirion. What do they do here if they untap with that?
They go cycle. No, they don't even go cycle actually. They probably cast. I mean, we don't know what's in their hand. We know these cards and probably one Vandal.
Yeah, probably he goes Cycle Ant and then cast Vandal.
Yeah. Which
And,
we answer with the Eviscerator. I don't know. I truly don't know.
no, we are. Oh, so do you cast the familiar if you don't wipe, or do you just pass?
It's hard to think about it now because you like I already know what's in their hand. I already know that they have the Masked Vandal.
Yeah.
It's also not a very good familiar, to be fair. Although it's discarding a relevant card and not a land for sure. So it's not that bad. It's probably gonna be exiled by their Masked Vandal in the following turn, though, because we cannot cast it while holding up Eviscerator, no? So
Yeah.
There is also like the line of just dropping Clan Shaman and passing, but I guess that's too biased on what we already saw about the game. That's probably incorrect overall.
Yeah. Also, I don't know. Like, if we drop the shaman, they will never drop those Findorn elves. They will just make some land drops and then the initiative. So waiting on wiping, if you let them see the shaman, I don't think it's very wise.
Yeah, that's true as well. I was just thinking about that because you could go like Tapland Shaman. They go maybe Mesmeric, not Mesmeric, sorry, Masked Vandal on a land. You suck the land and dispute the Shaman in response, which is everything acceptable.
Ah, okay, yeah,
All
that's
considered.
the dream.
But probably they are not doing it with the shaman on board. But if they are not doing it, then what they are doing, because they are just cycling land drop go, which
Yeah,
is
if they do that,
terrible.
next turn they cast Avenging Hunter.
But then in your following turn as well, you will drop the familiar, and
Ah, that's
still
true.
being open with dispute with, you will kind of prevent it. You will force them to Masked Vandal the familiar, and then you go Eviscerator on the familiar if they do so, into Pulse familiar.
Yeah,
Maybe you will
actually,
not go Pulse familiar, but
knowing everything, this doesn't sound too bad actually.
yeah. But to be fair, it's a biased reasoning because I already know how the game went, so it's sketchy,
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
say.
Like maybe instead of those stuff, they have I don't know, Timberwatch Elf. So
Exactly.
like
I mean,
it's
Timberwolves
a
will be very good for us because we will just destroy everything.
yeah, yeah.
But probably just land go is the best play because you just save the shaman, the illusion of not having the shaman. You are open with the Viscerator on the land. You are not Vrating here, which is somewhat maybe too aggressive,
Mhm.
and overall it balances out, no?
So ideally, what that is accomplishing is that yeah, here I am wiping maybe these Findors too, but I have not used the Pulse of Murasa.
Yes. And also you have used the dispute, which is actually the key point in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I am using the dispute as well now, but I have to sacrifice a land and I have used the pools.
It was just a weird sequencing of draws, to be fair, after that, because like it was a lot of spot interaction without pressure, which is not optimal, without fodder to further chain the cards. So it was weird game.
Exactly, yeah. Like the main things that were lacking were fodder uh, to go ahead and creatures, yeah, to close the game. So a little bit of suboptimal suboptimal plays in the early turns, followed by weird draws. And but the game was pretty cool. So
Yeah, it was a good one.
okay, let's now go to the quarterfinals. Finally, against a different deck.
Let's see. Sodek, what is he on? Heroic?
He is on heroic, which is actually my nightmare. So I I wasn't happy at all. Even like I was happy that I wasn't playing against elves finally, but this wasn't the matchup I wanted anyway.
You traded one monster for another.
Exactly. Like, and this is not really because of Jund. It's just that heroic is my ancestral nemesis. I hate it since 2000, since 2019. So I just can't stand playing against heroic with any deck. But anyway, we are here now. We have to do it. So this.
Yeah, I don't see you conceding to avoid the matchup. That's not you.
No, exactly.
Yeah, this is decent. Not
I
really.
mean, against heroic, we are liking
Yeah, of course
interaction,
not.
but
But let's say that you meet like you are in a vacuum. Design. You're happy with design.
oh well, I'm super happy with this end in a vacuum.
Those are the kinds of hand that you cannot mulligan. But even if you know the matchup, you just accept your destiny.
Yeah, like I guess I think in most matchups you accept this end anyway, and you just try to draw into the answers because you can't really bin functional hands like this one, which is a very nice functional hand, by the way, having a Wildfire and Icor plus Dispute. There are maybe some exceptions, like Mono Red Rally. If I know that it's Mono Red Rally, I am mulliganing this hand.
Of course, yeah. But at the same time, you still can make the consideration that um, like heroic, it's not a real deck. Like it's pretty suboptimal, so it has an high fail rate built inside the deck, no? So
Yeah.
somehow, sometimes you can luck it out and have on the
Also,
other side of the table a slow end or a non-functional end.
so for sure, heroic is lower than rally, but there is also another thing, which is against rally, I am looking for specific cards in my opener, which are going to be very, very good. Of course, the main one is Krarklan Shaman, but also Refurbished Familiar and Chrysalis are still very good cards to have because they. I mean, there's no need to explain it. On against Mono White Heroic instead, I am not looking for anything in particular. Like, my best card in the deck is Cast Down, and even that one is not like this universal solution. Like, they can just have a protection and then it does nothing. So I actually want to develop and try to do multiple things. Like, I don't have one thing that beats the deck, but maybe I can do a lot of things and then I can overwhelm it. So
Yeah,
actually,
makes sense.
starting with Wildfire is good. So this is a keep.
That is actually a very annoying one.
Yeah.
Because it skips entirely the shaman. It has already the totem armor, or how it's called.
Yes, Totem Armor is the ability. Basically, to explain it if someone doesn't know it, if this creature dies, the enchantment uh, goes in the graveyard, but the creature actually stays. Maybe I didn't explain it very well, but I think you got the gist.
I mean, we are developing nice.
Yeah,
Of course, if they have a benevolent blessing, it's a disaster, but there is not really anything you can do about it.
exactly.
If they
Now,
don't,
one key important thing is that now, if they give me the option to block, I absolutely take it.
of course.
Because if I go to 6, then next turn they can draw a protection and I'm dead. Or I mean, at any point in the game that they can draw a protection and I'm dead.
You just need to slow them down
Yes.
until you find the cast down.
I'm not finding a cast down, and
Also,
I'm not even finding a land, by the way.
also you were tapped down, no? So you now at this point you absolutely know that they don't have the protection, or they
Yes.
would have probably just went for it. At least they don't have the celestial, how it's called, the enchantment, celestial blessing, no?
Benevolent
The
Blessing.
benevolent blessing, yes. They
Oh,
might have the
yeah.
rebound one or the other one,
Mm-hmm.
but not that one, which will be the actual game over.
So, pretty bad situation here. Let's see. Am I disputing the Shaman?
Probably.
No, I am disputing the Spellbomb to use all my mana. Okay.
Makes sense. You just need to chain draws.
Yes.
Although they are not like making it bigger or anything, so
But
we probably have
unfortunately
more
now I am
creatures.
at 6, which is a critical number. Like now Pulse of Murasa is nice though. The blocker
Where
is
is your
also
turn?
nice.
Like the fact that they don't have trample, a trample effect, it's so brutal.
Yes. The only evasion available to that deck is flying and protection. Which is also why Chrysalis is very, very good. Like they kinda cannot bypass Chrysalis. I mean, the best way to bypass Chrysalis for them is to have a flying creature and make it bigger than the Chrysalis.
Also, actually, don't they play the lesson that airband stuff? Now, I don't completely remember the airband part, but actually, if you didn't draw the second familiar, I guess you would have died, no?
Oh well, I am at 12 because of Pulse of Murasa, but you are correct. And actually, this revealed card, I think,
It's that one, no?
is that one. Yes. So I didn't notice because I forgot about Learn. Okay, now I'm seeing it.
+2/+2.
So yes, this is the one that airbands, and this is a combat trick.
I guess now we are finding cast down.
No. So
Which is actually pretty unfortunate since we are 30 cards deep.
yeah, and it looks like he doesn't have the protection, so the cast down would be great, but it's not coming. Oh well,
I
actually,
mean,
not super great because it only gets rid of the Yena Hambra, the first cast down.
but we it's half the
Yeah.
it's half the way. Okay.
So now it's time to start getting this Jixian on the field, I think. I mean, it's actually a tough spot, like deciding what
6
to do here.
mana. I think yes, you just drop everything.
I think I want the Jixian on the field. Like I
Yeah.
will, at least it can start being threatening, and it's not going to be long before it gets bigger than this, and then I can attack, and maybe it can be. I mean, although there is the airband lesson, which is actually annoying for Jixian, but
I mean, if they are expanding it for the Jixian, they are not expanding it to take out a champ blocker. So
that's true.
overall, you are,
Actually, I decide to dig with the flashback.
which is fine. Like at the same, I would have probably dropped the Jixian and go Eviscerator plus something else, maybe the spell bomb or anything.
Yeah,
But at the same time,
but it's
this is a
fine
better
also.
use of mana.
Yeah.
Actually, the vigilance part of it is really helped them because probably you would have been able to counter race
Yeah.
this at this point. Double this. I mean, actually, if they are not careful, they are risking.
Yeah, it's a very funny game because I didn't draw removal, but I am overwhelming them on the board. Which kind of highlights how Heroic is a strange deck, and sometimes their board is not as threatening as decks like Boggles. Like, if it's turn 9 and I still haven't removed the Boggle, I'm mega dead. But
Yeah.
with Heroic, it's different.
Okay.
So now, what I am thinking is, do I have lethal? And I start doing math, and then I remember about this, which is an instant.
There is no way.
So I cannot.
You probably would have it if they don't.
Yeah, I think so. But
there is no point in actually sitting here and do the math.
Exactly.
Maybe you were
skip
short
ahead.
on it. No, because I actually would attack with Chrysalis also. So perhaps you would have it, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so
this is actually problematic.
Now they airbend the Chrysalis in end step, so they try to present lethal. I can gain 3 life, and I can use cast down, which gets like
1 damage.
Yeah, 1 power of the Skyguard. So
you also have a lot of draws, so at least 1, probably 3 draws if you want.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
So let's see.
I probably would start here. Like I would try to
kill
dig
it
now. Yes, because
yeah, I am trying.
They are tapped out.
Oh, by the way, I sacrifice it to not let them draw a card.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
This way, it's less likely that they find a lethal enchantment.
And also, you are 100% lethal back if the next turn.
Yes. So, unfortunately, I can't find the second cast down, even though I'm 40 cards deep. But
go back a second. Couldn't you went to
use the Spellbomb?
Spellbomb? You still have 4 mana, so you can still go cast down Lembas if you don't hit, but if you hit exactly cast down, you just remove it and be good with it.
Yes. This was a slight misplay. I can just use a spawn and leave these 2 blacks untapped, crack the Spellbomb, and try to draw cast down. I agree.
Which, I mean, at this point, it's gonna come, no? Like, we have 20 cards in the deck.
Now we will see what the next draw was. So here, if they have, do they kill us with Ethereal? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Plus the trigger.
It's exactly lethal. So luckily they don't have Ethereal.
They are gaining a lot of life.
They do gain a lot of
they are
life.
Safe.
Which is very annoying. So there was not the cast down.
There is still no cast down. Holy shit, come on. I will be molding so hard. Like, if this was me, I would be going absolutely insane.
Actually, I keep it because this plays around the protection.
Makes sense.
And this surely will draw the cast down.
I mean, it's about time, no?
I think here I might be thinking if I want to save the wildfire. Like, maybe I want to save the wildfire for the cast down turn. Like, first I want to be sure that I have it.
It's fine.
I know that I will have to cast the Chrysalis, so let's do it. And I can actually attack now.
Sadly, they are not forced to block.
No, but at least they will take a lot of damage.
They will stay on 40.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, not. No, it's not true, because you can shoot the Chrysalis and prevent the life gain with the munitions.
Ah, yes.
So the game is getting to an end. For the better or for worse.
Yeah. See, no need of cast down.
Actually, credo.
Sometimes Gyxian Infiltrator really does the heavy lifting.
Hitting for 20. I mean, at the same time, they are kind of still forced to respect it somehow. Because, like, if they tap out or anything, you just go cast down and GG.
Yeah.
But it's not like I can do anything about it at this point, so perhaps.
Yeah, now it's
Just
over.
GG.
They are dead.
Still knock us down, actually. I will probably dig for it, just for the sake of it.
Yeah, probably I'm doing that, although they are already dead mathematically, but... Okay.
Never mind.
I decide to just kill them so that at least I save time.
I mean, you are kinda have a lot of cards for this matchup. Ironically.
Yeah, that's true.
Duress,
With a new go for the throat.
Toxin, yeah. Three Spellbomb, Munition, Pulse, I guess. Pulse is not too bad, I guess, but at the same time, it's not that good as well. Because one Shaman is usually enough if it connects.
Ah, yes, I agree. It's not like Elves where we want to Shaman and then Shaman again.
Yeah.
I am actually like not sure if I really want all the Shamans. Yeah, like Shaman in this matchup, it's only good with Toxin Analysis. And Toxin Analysis at the end of the day is good without Shaman. Like,
It can be good.
yeah, it can be good
Not
without Shaman.
necessarily. It's interesting that you keep the Saguin because, like, it's true that it's the 21th land, but at the same time, it's just that.
I mean, I think I also value
The
the fact
flame blocker.
that it's a flying blocker and it's a different color compared to familiar. So they cannot
Makes
protect
sense.
from black with a Sagu on board.
Makes sense. Actually, it's true.
Yeah. So let's review the final sideboarding. I am I am cutting all spell bombs, which is fine. One shaman, two insights, because I mean we grinded out this first game, but I think it was a bit of an unusual game,
Yeah, that's
especially
not the
post board.
usual pattern.
Yeah, I think it looks fine. These cards are all very strong.
You need to cut two more, though. Probably munition.
Ah, yes. Munitions.
And the lucky one, random one.
Oh
Ah,
no.
yes, Jund Wildfire.
Okay, this is a bit weird. I guess is munitions useful? Mm,
Uh, Not really.
yeah, let's. It's a
I mean,
very edgy
it
case.
prevents the live gain, but not
Ah,
really.
yes, it can do that, but I have disputes for that.
Yeah, and to be completely fair, you don't really care. Like, you care at this game specifically, but
Yeah, I
that's
just
not a
want to
real
kill
thing.
the creatures.
Exactly.
I don't know. Like, of course, the 1/1 flyer with heroic can be vulnerable to munitions, but that's a very late game scenario where you are already favored.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I would keep the wildfire instead of munitions.
Fine. A good
Nice.
one.
Finally, like I have more cast downs in the starting end than in the whole previous game.
I mean, you are still vulnerable to the to Lagonna plus the mask, but I'm not sure that you can really play around it.
Yeah, and also
This is
ward.
tough. Okay, this is the dream.
Yeah. Okay. I still cannot kill it, but
I mean, I understand why you didn't, but do you want to like, because there is also no, never mind, never mind.
no, this is War 2, so I
Yeah, never
cannot
mind, never
cast
mind.
custom. Okay. So now we have to decide. I don't think we want to use Oof. Like, we can
No.
just try to kill it next turn. And this is important to get rid of color protection. So we just cast Wildfire and go tap and
Upland
pass.
Wolf. You can still go Troublemaker plus cast down if he goes like Blessing or anything. Sorcery speed.
Yes. He taps out.
I mean, he has one card in hand. You're just clearing the big one, I guess. Yes. Also, like, now that I think about it, they are not really that vulnerable to Clan Shaman. Because they have, I mean, I'm not sure how many Skyguard they play, probably 2, 3, not 4 for sure, I think. Since they have the 4 spider guy as well.
Yeah, so half of their
But
creatures are flyers.
yes,
Yeah, I think cutting one shaman is a good
it's
move.
acceptable, yes.
Like, sometimes it will kill Lagonna with toxin analysis and it will win the game. And in most games, it will be just useless.
Also, if they play the Skyguard, they are most likely not playing the Armadillo, probably.
Oh, okay, here I guess I am playing around the Benevolent Blessing by destroying that planes. So now, like, here they have two outs, which are Benevolent Blessing and the other one, the protection spell with Rebound. But by using Wildfire, I give them only one out, which is the 1 mana protection spell. So kill the Yenahambra so that the Skyguard will actually die. I think it's correct. Like, sure, it's a small risk, but if this cast down connects, I won the game. So
You can also, like, this is one of your other moments where you um, go for a line that you already have planned out. But now from this Wildfire, you draw the Rat. There isn't also the argument of going just Rat, holding up cast down, block, and Fanatical the Rat? Or do you want to act now specifically because you already expanded the Wildfire to like tap them off, let's say?
okay, so this is interesting, but the thing is, I think that uh, winning the game goes through killing this Skyguard. So if I have the chance now, it's better to take it.
I mean, yes and no, because like it's true that um, like you will win the game if this resolves, but you will also lose the game if they have actually the unscattered courage, because it's pump one now, pump one in rebound, it's 7, and you die.
Well, I am killing the Ambra, so I'm technically not dead. But
Okay.
if they have anything else, I am dead. That's true.
But at the same time, it's true that the more you wait, the more the chances to have this actual scenario presenting increases. No?
Yeah, I guess I can draw Duress, which so that kind of evens out. So it's another spot that is not very easy. I think from the way they tap it out every turn, it's
They don't have it,
yeah,
yes.
like I can think that they don't have protection,
Makes sense.
but
Although they still have the Umbra, so perhaps they could say, I mean, if he has double cast down, sure, whatever. But he already used one, blah blah blah, and everything.
yeah, not an easy
I think there is
decision.
merit in both. Because now you will go like tap swamp, familiar, block fanatical, you have more chances to draw the Duress and everything, but at the same time, if this connects, it's just GG.
Oh, by the way, no, wait a moment.
You would have the Lembas on board, so like here.
Yeah, okay, so no, we are not losing to protection with the familiar line because we have Lembas and we also have cast down, so they need double protection. Okay. No, wait. It's true that we have cast down, but they still have the Umbra.
They still have the Umbra, yes.
So.
But if they proactively try to protect it, you can cast down in response, which takes down the Umbra. That leaves you actually after the problem of the creature that is gonna be lethal. But it's not immediately lethal.
No. So let's go through it one moment. Let's say I cast the familiar.
Yes. They go one card in hand, which is relevant actually.
Ah, yes, that's relevant. That's true. Okay, so now they untap, they have 2 cards, and they go protection. Protection from black on Skyguard, it becomes a 6/6. I cast down. No, actually, it's probably better to crack Lembas than cast down at that point.
Perhaps, yes.
Because cast down only takes out 1 power. Lembas gains 3 life.
You survive it with Lembas, and then you go Troublemaker plus cast down.
Yeah.
And they're down off the protection.
And there is no possible aura that increases by 4. It's a 6. Ethereal puts it at 7 plus 2, 9. So it's probably safe, but barely, right?
Yeah. The only problem, perhaps, like the actual punish, it's an aura that gives protection, not the spell. Because then you have the aura on the creature.
Ah, it's true. And it's lethal. Or also there is also another funny line, which is they cast a random combat trick now, and they cast the protection spell with rebound.
Okay.
So now they untap, they have the rebound, protection from
but
black.
They have 0.
Yes.
Okay, but they don't
zero,
care. They don't care.
0 cards, but they pumped it 3 times. So it's now an 8. And they draw anything and they win.
Yeah, makes sense.
So the familiar line is still very much okay because you see they need a lot of things to actually win, but it has some small risks as well.
Yeah, probably it's just better to like take out the problem, give them less time to draw out of it, and be good with it. If they have the perfect combination, it's fine. Whatever.
Yes, right. Both lines can die to some specific cards, but I guess I took the line with the highest upside.
And now they are never coming back, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Journey to Nowhere.
Yeah, didn't expect it. I guess Jixan
Same,
Infiltrator
actually.
scared them.
Or
No,
the
no,
Chrysalis,
no.
actually.
Actually, no. Actually, that's not true. It's an answer to Chrysalis.
Yes, which is a an endless cock block.
Yeah. Okay.
Ferma un secondo, Paolo.
Okay. We are now in the semi-finals, and we are against Laffy. So I have to be honest. I have a distinct memory of getting here, and I am like I survived all those super long matches against strange decks for long matches like Elves and Heroic, and I am completely exhausted. And at this point, I remember thinking, "It's fine. Even if I lose here, I I'm still happy. I did my thing. I survived all these horrible matches, and uh, I will be satisfied even if I lose in top four."
Also not really ashamed to lose to Luffy, so...
Exactly. Although I did try to fight this feeling as much as I could, because it's actually like thinking in that way is the best way to actually lose.
Yeah.
So I remember thinking this and trying to stave it off. And actually, the more I got into the game, the more I forgot about thinking this, because the game was getting interesting, and I started focusing really only on the plays. So it worked after a while.
That's nice.
Okay. Okay, this is a fine end. We have
Decent.
yeah, like not the best, but we have Turtle Embas, which is
If
always
it was Icor over Lembas, it would have been perfect, but it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Also, against Affinity, you want to mulligan as little as possible, because they will often have early refurbished familiars, like this one.
Serious, man.
I discarded the Gypsy Infiltrator, which is uh, slightly worrisome, because, as I said, in this list, we don't have many threats, and we don't have recursion. So discarding an important threat is always going to be a little bit sketchy, but I think it was by far the worst card in that moment, because it's looking like it's taking a while because it before it will grow, and like this familiar stops this familiar, cast down can stop an enforcer. Chrysalis is obviously like it will come out later, but it comes out already big.
Yeah, I don't
So
think there is an argument for anything else.
yeah,
It's not optimal, of course, but there is not a realistic choice beside the Jixen.
yes, yes, and this is why the like Affinity's familiar is slightly better than our familiars, because they usually drop it on turn 2 instead of turn 3, so you have your choice is often a little bit more uncomfortable. Here I think we fetch green because we have more red sources, so it's better to find green now. And as you see, we found a red source, so if I had fetched the mountain, it would be a problem.
Actually, another familiar here will be very annoying instead.
Yeah.
Thank God they don't have it.
I would have to discard cast down here.
Yeah, but it would have been like...
Which is very annoying, especially because of the blowgun, so yeah.
It would have been very...
And they can still do it.
problematic.
But, okay. Also, that deck doesn't have a very good mana base, so like after this dispute, they only had Forness, so maybe they even have the familiar, but they can't cast it. Snap trade, of course.
Why is he was like... He looked reluctant to trade the familiar. Maybe he has munitions ready.
Or maybe, I don't know,
Yes,
he's looking
definitive.
forward the munitions draw.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Here it's actually close between Dispute and Wildfire, but it's fine to choose Wildfire. At least you guarantee the Chrysalis next turn.
Yeah, it's also... It's just too perfect with the familiar to not do it, I think.
Oh, I guess, yeah, we finally got to that point before we could cast the Dispute, so we had to discard that. Okay, so
It's actually not not an easy choice, not something that many will do, I think.
Yeah, I guess here, since I drew the second Chrysalis, I was really worried about this blowgun, and I kept the cast down. So
Since also you can, I mean, not always, but you can realistically flash it back sooner.
Yeah.
Or later.
I mean, they do have the spell bomb in play, but
I mean, if they crack it now,
there is a possibility. Yeah.
They are also kind of forced to respect your possible fountain.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, immediately punished by drawing icons. That's nice. That's actually really nice.
Yeah, I was looking for a land and we found Wildfire, which is even better.
I feel like there could be an argument to not drop that land, but to be fair, they clearly don't have the refurbished now, so
yeah, they already cast 2.
They would have to top deck it, which isn't possible because they will maybe go dispute in hand, but it's acceptable to cast to discard the cast down, I guess.
Okay, so they push as much as possible, which is correct because they are the aggressor in this matchup.
They are giving the Galvanic in hand vibe.
Yeah. Okay, so now do we drop the second Chrysalis and keep... No, it's too risky, right?
No.
Like, we could play Swamp and add the other Chrysalis, but and keep cast down open, but that's risky for so many reasons. Like, first, the first Chrysalis can die to Galvanic Blast. Second, if they now draw the third familiar, we only have the cast down in hand, and we are weak to Shaman because we have to discard it. So it's too risky.
Also, you tap out of 2 black. Like you tap out of black, which prevents you from cracking Spellbomb if you need to.
Well,
Like,
I
let's
am
say
leaving the swamp open, but I guess you are saying if I have to use cast down on the shaman, then I can't use
exactly,
spellbomb.
exactly.
I
Although they probably need one more mana to do that, like Shaman, Equip, and then no, they don't have the mana for it,
yeah,
so it's fine.
that's a minor consideration, or I guess not a consideration at all because this is
They don't have the mana.
2-1. Yeah, they don't have the mana. Okay. Anyway, it's better to go a little bit slower. Here, this damage is somewhat risky, but I guess I'm cracking that Lambas. Okay, and I cannot die to double Galvanic Blast because I will go to 1, so it's still fine. If they had cast...
In a sense.
if they had cast something like Thoughtcast, so any spell, I would have cracked it in response.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay,
this is a
that's
very
good.
nice draw. So now we can kind of jam everything, and we are mainly looking for, well, munitions will be the best draw, or some kind of life gain like another Lambas.
Pulse also will be kind of nice.
Yeah, because they don't have a spellbomb at the moment.
Yeah, one of the rare moments.
I start attacking because, you know, I can. And it's they did have the double Galvanic Blast.
A classic.
Yeah. So you kind of want to give them, like, against every bard deck, you want to give them the least amount of time possible. So to top deck other burst spells. So if you have the attack, you should go for it often. So he already used the 3 Galvanic Blasts. Hopefully I don't die this turn. They could kill me with munitions or another blast, but it's not easy to have it. Nice.
Shaman also would have been quite annoying because you would have been forced to use cast down, then
Then
they could have maybe ratted for everything and pushed damage with the refurbished. I didn't do the math, but it's a
I
very
see.
risky line probably, but they are actually entering the phase of the game where they have to gamble, I think.
Yes, yes. So let's see, let's see. This is interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 artifacts. Actually, Shaman is problematic. If they top deck exactly that, because they can go Shaman.
Wait a moment. I still have this familiar.
Oh, you still have one familiar. Oh,
So
never mind.
so
You're
no,
good to
okay,
go.
okay. Because yeah, if yeah, shaman plus okay. No, it's fine, it's fine.
Otherwise, that would be actually a problem because
Yeah.
Shaman then sack all and try to close the game with the familiar.
Yeah.
And this is actually
Yeah, this should be basically GG, but we need another life gain. Just the last one. To really
although they
be
don't
sure.
have many tours. Like it's basically one tour,
Yeah,
I think.
that's true. Now I have double cast down plus munition. I can actually push a lot of damage this turn.
Yeah.
I also have the spell bomb, so I'm safe from that fountain. I can just clear the board and attack.
I guess they only have.
I guess I am thinking if I can drop the Jixian before doing all that, and I think I cannot. Like
There is
theoretically I
mostly
can
no reason, no?
exactly, but I want to be as safe as possible from uh like shaman or I don't know a creature, then equip black mage rod and go crazy with disputes stuff like that. So I I
Exactly.
should uh, I should leave some mana open. I'm already very much lethal as it is. So
Also, you might want to give yourself the out to draw pulse with the spellbomb. No, but it's fine, I guess. Just close the game and as fast as you can.
mhm. Of course, he's trying to bait me into using the black mana, which I have no reason to do.
Yeah, you don't need more cards.
Because now a shaman could theoretically do something, but like if I use the black mana. Okay. As always, munitions is like huge in these Black Mirror matches.
Against them also, like, it's even better because clears the rods, clears the rat, clears the shaman, like it's everything goes under it.
Yeah. I guess that day I was
Actually was about to comment on it, like today we are cutting Jund Wildfire a
every
bit too
round.
much.
This is weird. I guess it was the first time with this list, so it was not mapped out at all, and I always had too much stuff to bring in, so I don't know. This is
Which is not a terrible spot, to be fair. Better to be loaded with the cyber.
yeah,
But at the same time, especially with Wildfire, it gets quite complicated sometimes.
yeah. You could cut something else. They are all
Yes, there
good, to
are.
be fair.
Yeah, they are all good. Maybe one Lambas and just be good with it, since you have
Yeah, but
Weather.
actually, like Lambas is one of the most reliable life gain sources in the match. Well, uh, now we do have Weather the Storm. That's
Yeah, exactly. That's fun. Actually, Sagu is very good against them.
yeah,
It's as an actual creature. Eh. Eh, Slightly better, not good though.
yeah.
I mean, unless you top deck one of your 3 Wildfire.
I'm fine
To
with the
read
Echo
at some
Wellspring.
point.
Oh, okay. I do top deck Echo Wellspring. Now it's starting to look good. Wait. Okay. So the problem, of course, is that I'm missing the third land drop. But luckily now I can dig for it. These two familiars are very good. Now it's a tough choice, I think,
It's
because
questionable, yes.
like probably it's between Spellbomb and Doof.
My main, like, I'm not sure what I will do here. Probably Oof as well, only because we have the second. If this was my one-off, I will never discard it.
Mm-hmm.
But since you have two, I guess it's okay, because, like, he's a good player. He knows that he has to put pressure to win, otherwise he's gonna get outvalued at some point. So at the same time, you are gonna need the familiars, you are gonna need the breath weapon
Yes.
to fight that. And if he has Fontaine right after, it's a disaster. Like, you lose the game on the spot. Troublemaker is good, but it takes out one permanent. Like, it's not a troublemaker on the play where you just take one land and start
And of
like
course, we are a
stopping
bit
target.
far from casting it because we need to find the green source. It will be tapped. Then we can cast it.
Yeah, it's not. Of course, it's not great to do it, but it must be Troublemaker, because also
It's
like the
also
other.
it's also currently our only answer to Mirror Enforcer with this end. So I can see being reluctant. Like in general, of course, the main purpose of WooF is to exile makeshift munitions. But actually, since I have two of them, many times I just use it to gain time in the early game, because WooF is a like actually very strong tempo play, since it exiles something and put a creature on the board. That
Yeah,
was just to say that, yeah, it's good against Enforcer in this specific spot.
but at the
But
same time, you can chum block the Enforcer, no? With the refurbished. Of course,
yeah,
it's not optimal, but that's something you can do. The Woofer could be good against the Rod, which I will be more scared about
but we have
if
Breath Weapon
we
for
didn't
that.
have the Breath Weapon,
Yeah,
exactly. So it must be the Woof,
yeah, it's
realistically.
between Oof and Spellbomb, and probably probably it's the Oof is the best.
It's just that the first Spellbomb is so important. Like, it's so important.
Yeah, well, here I am a little bit biased, because I remember a little bit how this game went, and I think that Oof would have been much better than Spellbomb. But we will see. Uh, from this spot, it's hard to tell. So now, okay, I do find
Decent.
the land.
Ah, yes, the classic triple refurbished. Very good.
So this is actually
You Breath Weapon
the
here now.
dream scenario. Yeah.
Tapland from the top, maybe?
No,
Slagwood?
not that dreamy,
Okay, okay.
but I'm still
Good
happy with
enough.
the exchange. And next turn I can go triple refurbished.
Unless he now drops like True Enforcer, you're good. Hmm,
Okay.
decent.
I guess here you could theoretically cast Wildfire, but
I actually would.
oh,
No,
you would.
ironically, yes. Because like you already skipped one and drop,
Mm-hmm.
and he has Icor on board. So it's true that you will like shred his end, but he doesn't have creatures in it, of course. I mean, most likely. Um, and I'm not sure that you can afford another land drop, missed. I mean, of course you can afford, because triple refurbished is very good. But at the same time, I would say that it's good enough to drop one refurbished and cast Wildfire.
That's reasonable. I
Next
guess
turn you can.
my line of
You can
thinking was that I wanted them to have the least amount of critical mass possible with that rod in play, because every card is damage.
Mhm.
So I wanted to get rid of these three cards as early as possible. But
It makes sense. Like, if of course if he has double Galvanic Blast, it's a big punish to hit them with triple refurbished, because like at the same time, like if you will cast Wildfire the next turn, you have the um, you are assured to go another Wildfire plus double refurbished,
that's true.
or Raikor if you prefer, and you could still hit the land drop from this Wildfire as well. So it's like 3 mana from to 5 mana, which is pretty good. But I see the appeal of triple refurbished. It's actually really good, especially when they are tapped out, so they cannot go like
Mhm.
dispute in response on the Icor and discard I don't know, two lands.
Yeah, but again, as often is happening, both lines, I can see upsides in both lines, so it's hard to tell.
I guess this is just the where player agency comes in, player like play styles and everything. Because
Mhm.
like I will 100% go Wildfire, but it's
Okay.
not. I'm not saying that it's the correct line. It's just
Actually.
what I want to do.
Mhm. So from what we see here, I mean, I don't know if it's important to evaluate which play was better in hindsight. And I don't know if we can tell. He discarded these three.
Fontaine.
Fountain, Hydroblast, and Toxin Analysis. Last
I
turn.
mean, they are not really relevant, to be fair.
Yeah.
Hydroblast is somewhat relevant, but at the same time, you would have not cared about Hydroblast the following turn, no? Because you would have already cast the Wildfire. So I guess they are both okay.
Mhm. Well,
My
it would have
mind,
hit my second Wildfire that I would have cast.
yes, but
Yeah.
would have you cared?
No, no. Well, I
Like,
mean, I would have, but not that much.
yeah. My line had more like potential upside, let's say, because like if you hit untapped like a land or even an untapped land actually from that wildfire, maybe you would have cast another familiar and everything. But at the same time, it's not really a consideration. No,
Mhm.
just talking.
Okay, now this is a nice spot. Looks like. I mean,
We can still die to double galvanic blast actually.
yeah. So here, actually, do we fire off the Weather the Storm for 2? Do we Wildfire or do we stay open?
It's. I don't think you can afford to stay open. That's the baseline.
Mm-hmm.
Because like he can just I'm not really grind you down, because if he doesn't have it, then you're gonna max punish him after he casts maybe a couple of spells. But if he has it, it's game over. Let's say, are you really losing the game if you cast it now? You go up to 18.
To be fair, 6 life is not a lot when double rod is on board. Like,
That's true as well.
it will be cancelled out pretty quickly,
I think you have to be greedy.
probably.
I think you have to cast Wildfire. Or Icor, I mean, I guess. But I think I will go Wildfire.
Or stay open. Stay open is also a greedy line that could be reasonable.
But it's a different type of greedy, I think.
Well, I guess if you Wildfire, you can do a Storm turn next turn
That would be my plan, yes.
with Familiar and Spell Bomb, that kind of stuff.
The only problem about tapping out is that he can realistically kill you with a single Galvanic
Yeah.
next turn, because he just goes, I don't know, sure 100 cards, GG.
Actually, like, with your Storm turn, you are not gaining more life than you're gaining in their turn.
More likely not, yes.
So I think
Unless you draw very
staying
well.
open, I think, is looking fairly reasonable.
Yes, probably yes. Is
It is an unfortunate situation actually,
yes,
because
yes.
we lost too many land drops, and this is hurting a lot. And who knows? Maybe like your line with Wildfire would have actually prevented it. Like usually,
I mean, it's
I
easy to say now because we missed the land drops after, but
yeah, like usually I am very keen on making land drops. I got very tempted by the triple familiar. I mean, triple familiar with like them having Rod on board
and only 4 cards also.
and only 4 cards. Yeah, it was a good play, so it's hard to tell. Okay, so I think I decide to stay open, and
Which is acceptable, I guess.
yeah,
It's scary, but it's acceptable. But every line was scary, to be fair. So
Absolutely.
and now the question is, when do you fire it? Because
At the
if it
next
casts,
spell, I think.
yes,
Okay, this is good for us because
this,
it's something that adds storm count without decreasing our life total.
and this is actually somewhat of a tell, in my opinion. Maybe not. Maybe just didn't think about it. Because, like, if you had the Galvanic Blast and you would have been playing around Weather the Storm, no, you would have not cast the Mirror Enforcer in that spot. You would
Yeah.
just lead with Icor. So this is somewhat of a tell that either he already has it and he just wants you to cast it so he can close the game, or he completely doesn't have it. One of the two. But I don't think you can beat the Prior, no? So it's just whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I also like there is a limit to my grid. I have to cast it now.
Exactly. You're actually gaining 3 more than you were supposed to, so it's fine. If you survive. Okay, nice. I mean, if you don't find a solution, you're gonna like be put in the same spot soon enough, so.
This double rod is being very annoying because now, yeah, we gained a lot of life, but we are like he can still grind us down fairly quickly with double rod. Oh wow, I'm choosing a very aggressive line. Actually, I like it.
You're just gonna go Chrysalis?
Yeah.
How weak it is to Clarkland Shaman? Not that much, actually. I mean, if rats for 1, he push
I have
8
lethal next turn, so
damage.
I just have to resist.
And he kind of told you that he doesn't have a Galvanic Blast. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that in this spot, you have to close it out. It's fine.
So I'm curious to see what happens. I don't remember. Okay.
This is not a good sign.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Actually, now. Oh, wait. I didn't sacrifice the spawns. I guess we were weak to Shaman just because
Yeah,
it clears the blockers.
yeah, that was what I was.
Okay, okay.
I mean, you were weak to Shaman and multiple Galvanic Blast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not Shaman alone.
exactly. When I said, is it weak to Shaman? Not really. You're still at 16. It's fine. But, I mean, not really. So, yeah, the Galvanic Blast, actually.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe draw 1 for turn or something. I don't know.
Okay, strange game. Like, we drew well. We had some. Like, we had a lot of situations where usually, if you are in that situation, you automatically win the game. Like the first breath weapon that clears all that stuff, the triple refurbished, weather the storm for 12 life. All those things usually win the game against Affinity. And for a strange sequence of events, we still lost it.
Yeah, mostly we got we got in the very annoying spot of not having lands
Yeah.
to actually develop all our end, which was really good to be fair.
Mm-mm.
While him putting us in a position of being unable to really stall the game out, which was unlucky as well.
See,
Yeah, and, it's very good.
sideboarding out cleansing Wildfire is not really an issue at all.
I will start doing the same, actually. Seems to work out pretty well, no?
Very nice.
If he goes familiar there, what do you discard? Land? Which is it's actually a spot like a annoying spot as always. Like as
No,
always,
here I'm
Porsche
discarding
familiar.
a dispute.
Dispute, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see why.
I mean, of course, it's I'm not happy about it, but hitting land drops is so important. Like so many times against Affinity, I discard a land in the early game because I'm greedy and I think, well, I have a lot of draw power in this end. I can surely find another land drop, and then I die. Uh, and I don't know,
Because
the matchup is so good that oftentimes you
you
don't need
don't
to be
need.
greedy.
No, it's fine. Because also there is merit in discarding land, probably. There is also merit in discarding something else. It's weird. It's weird.
Mm. Luckily,
There is
for
no.
once, he doesn't have turn to familiar. Actually, we do have a natty start.
Yeah, this is perfect. You are weak only to Enforcer at this point. Which, of course, immediately materializes on the board. But
Yeah,
it's fine. That's not
yeah,
really a problem. You can block and dispute.
yeah. Double familiar. Am I?
You can also like double block, and if it takes the trade, you can dispute it.
I guess I don't want to be passive with
Holy shit.
munitions in hand.
Makes sense. Also, weather allows you to like be more aggressive as you.
Exactly.
It's harder to be raced back.
Yeah, this is something that happens quite often. Like Weather the Storm, of course, the primary purpose is to stabilize when you are being attacked, but sometimes it just allows you to be the aggressor freely while gaining some life to stave off the counter race, which is what is going to happen here. Like triple familiar plus munitions is going to be very hard to stop for them. So I just use Weather the Storm to uh, allow for that plan to work. Also, he doesn't have red at the moment.
Also, this like he cannot really use Shaman with Toxin to do something and push damage
Yeah.
because he will lose the mirror. So
Also,
this
well,
is
I
looking
guess
good.
here I drew Chrysalis, so my plan changed. Anyway,
But it's fun. Like at this point, it's actually really hard to come back from this position from you,
yeah.
if not
And
impossible. Actually,
you know what? That's exactly what I was thinking. But this game will take a very strange turn, as you can see by the length that is remaining. Like, how can you lose from this position? Or how can you not win, like, the next turn? It's strange, right?
does he have? I mean, either he has his own bread weapons, which I very much doubt it, or he's gonna go munitions, maybe.
Yeah, like, what can you think about? Of course, like, he needs to deal with the refurbished familiars,
That's the major problem. Yes.
yeah, but also with munitions.
I mean, munition is gonna get an hydroblast. That's
Okay.
that's basically written, no? I assume he's gonna draw his own munition.
Yeah, that's basically the only out.
Yeah,
Hydroblast plus
otherwise I don't
munitions.
see. Exactly. Even then, like, he's not in a super good spot,
Yeah.
But you are like not really losing the race, but
But actually, if you think about it, I have used a lot of resources now. So if he clears these familiars and the munitions, he has fountain. I have nothing. So it's not actually a great spot if he does have those two cards, which is very hard because he probably has like one munition and two hydroblasts in the deck.
but
But
but perhaps it's about to happen. I don't think there is a reason to cast down plus weather, no?
yeah, I guess I'm thinking about it. Well, the upside is that like if they want to spend their turn on Fontaine back the two enforcers,
It's
you,
perfectly fine, no?
like you win. So I don't know. It's a possible line, but I don't take it. Okay.
One.
So here we go.
I mean, he still has to sacrifice 3 permanents, which is not...
I should have probably killed the enforcer with munitions on the stack. This was probably a mistake.
Makes sense, yes.
So because that way I can attack with Chrysalis freely, and I don't give them free fodder. Yeah. So
At the same time, no, okay, he could have not used the fountain in this spot as well, so
yeah.
it was better, yes.
So yeah, this was just like a little brain fart, but what can you do? It was starting to be like 1 a.m. So
He's gonna go bargain? Yes. Holy shit. I mean, for sure we are not getting blitzed out of the game, which
yeah.
is important. At the same time, it's gonna be a struggle now.
It was a day of strange games.
Which is nice, actually. They make for good content.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I really wanted to do this review.
We're actually pushing a lot of damage here, which is...
And here we go. The missing piece.
Now also Shaman plus Toxin is a problem. Okay, he doesn't have it.
But
Holy shit.
triple enforce, yeah. By the way, yeah, we didn't have the spell bomb, unfortunately. And now it's one of the rare cases where Weather the Storm is not a great draw. Like it's hard to be outgrinded, outvalued by Affinity, but I guess in some specific spots it can happen.
I mean, it still comes down to the first spell bomb, because without the first spell bomb,
Yeah.
with the first spell bomb, like not.
Yeah, with the first spell, with the spell bomb, they only have enforcer, and I can attack with Chrysalis, with both Chrysalis as well. So it's a GG.
Exactly.
We had 3 spell bombs against their 2 blood fountains, and they saw the fountain
Which
first.
further values the reasoning in the other game where the Ufue got discarded over the first spell bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Also another spot where our sideboard is not shining.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can assure you, these cards are usually good, and you saw it in the second game, actually.
No, I agree. I actually agree. I mean, the spot where they are not shining is
one where
after
I'm
4
usually
enforcer.
winning.
So
Also, yeah, the enforcer. So yeah, he clears the familiars.
I mean, this comes to a cost, though it's not gratis. Like he has 4 lands. It's not like a comfortable position for him at the same time.
Do you block?
Mm. Why is he attacking at the same time? Like, what is his plan?
So I think either Toxin or Galvanic Blast, right?
But Toxin, I mean, no, you don't sacrifice the Enforcer, so it's fine. It's probably Toxin, no? Like Galvanic, sure.
Because Galvanic is fine, like either if I block with Spawn or with the Chrysalis.
I think you just take 4.
Yeah, we are at 30 life and we have weathered the storm. This attack is fishy. I just take it.
Galvanic you will be fine with it, I guess. Toxin will be pretty annoying because it's also 1 card deeper in the deck.
At the same time, of course, if the board is stalled, the first one who finds a way to attack and not get blocked is advantaged in a sort of way. Like he's breaking the stall. So
Yeah, but at the same time, if you draw a single dispute, you are just steamrolling.
yeah,
So I think you can afford
or
it.
I could draw a bridge.
Also, you have to be somewhat considerate about your Chrysalis because he has a spellbomb board. Your 4 refurbished
Oh well,
are down.
I also boarded out a recursion.
Exactly. Your makeshift munition is down.
Yeah.
So these 2 Chrysalis are, and like your 4 Chrysalis have to close out the game.
Well,
And
I also have 2 Jixian infiltrators, but
which they are
Jixian is
not that good with
with
munition
munition
board.
on board. Yeah, so it's a, it's a tough spot also for that reason. Yeah.
I don't think you could be decked out from this position, but at the same time, you kinda have to respect the possibility of it happening.
Exactly.
Because like he could still drop another fountain, get back the creatures he lost, so he has more recursion than you at the moment, so it's
And
quite tough.
this, by the way, I think is a very important general advice that I can give. Like when we play a list with less creatures or less recursion or we don't have Hydra, usually it's not actually a problem. Like you are not actually going to get decked unless it's a very specific matchup like Gardens, but then it's another story. Usually you are not getting decked, but you have to play differently. Like you are not getting decked if you play well. Like if you understand that your deck now is different than if you had 2 fountains, for example. Okay, just saying this.
I mean, sooner or later we are gonna draw disputes, so.
Yeah.
At the same time, we cannot take 4 forever, so at some point we have to take a
Yeah.
decision. Like at this point, since he didn't use a single galvanic, at this point I am fine to go to 18 probably with weather in hand, but I will not go to 12.
Well,
So, I mean,
now he's forcing us to
okay.
take a decision. So I am blocking the familiar because if I block an enforcer, then they have a free kill with munitions.
Yeah, it's fine. You can just clear those with cast down if you want.
Yeah. They did have the galvanic blast, or actually
Also,
double
it's
galvanic blast.
it's obvious they had stuff because like otherwise this attack would
Yes,
not
of
make
course.
sense. So.
So now it's
And they are saving the enforcer.
Yeah.
Actually, it makes sense.
Very aggressive line.
I mean, he has nothing in hand, so makes sense to be fair.
Yeah.
You kinda, I mean, not really punch it with the weather and everything, but you gain some time. 1 dispute and exactly. You're back in it.
Okay, now I think I make a slightly controversial decision.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can afford to do this.
Yeah, exactly. Because like the reason I did it is because I don't want to lose the trigger of Eviscerator, and they have very little fodder, so even just sacrificing 2 is not that easy for them. But I think it's not correct. Like I should just cast Eviscerator here.
Yeah, and as you take 10, you go to 23, but as we say, they have no more fodder, so the ammunition is not gonna deal like 15 to our face. They use 2
Yeah,
galves, so
like we
you
said,
can take 1 turn.
yeah, like we need to be a little bit more careful here, and also, like if I cast Eviscerator, there is a decent chance that I draw Oof
Or Chrysalis as well.
or Chrysalis. Yeah, like uh, we are 35 cards deep already. So
We have also 2 UFOs, so
exactly.
it's 10 to the face.
So my mistake is followed by his mistake because he shouldn't he should kill Jixian here, but for some reason he waits for my turn.
He's letting you untap.
Yeah,
And he does it.
yeah, like there is no reason to do that, but he does.
Okay. Yeah, this is very greedy from him. I guess he didn't want to do it because, of course, it's costing half of his board. But at the same time, you can punish him like
Yeah,
a lot. There is an argument
I
to
guess.
drop fetch before doing it. This
Yeah, because they cannot
crack for 3.
they
I
cannot
mean for
respond
4.
for. I guess I was worried about losing the cycling, but keeping the Jixian is probably more important.
Yeah, considering you are still drawing 4 cards from the Eviscerator.
Yeah. So let's see for a moment.
Because you start the chain with this. I mean, you might have thought that he didn't want to go for it since he made you untap.
Yeah.
Which is a consideration, to be fair.
But the least amount of choices I give him, the better. So if I drop fetch, I am actually like this is going to survive 100%.
Exactly. And it's actually a disaster if he goes for it.
Yeah. So yeah, that is the correct line. So I guess I was a bit overwhelmed by the moment. Like I have 5 minutes,
Yeah,
and
that's fine. I mean, to be fair, once he commits to this line and he has to sack another artifact, it takes very little out of you to actually beat him at this point.
Yeah.
Because now he doesn't have anything.
Still no oof, by the way.
Il classico. And now it's just game over, I think. You don't even have to worry about his recursion anymore because he doesn't have lands.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, actually, to be fair, Weather carried the game because he would have been long dead.
Yeah, that's
without
true.
him.
Actually, even the second weather was good. Well, both of them were very good. And now it's the only
Why
time.
not?
Yeah, it's the only time where like they are not getting better.
I might as well use them. I guess, unironically,
Mhm.
you should actually not have done it because
What?
there is a ward, the double breath weapon,
Ah,
because there is a ward where you lose to Shaman Toxin.
I see. Like the enforcer is already countered by my huge creatures,
Exactly.
and at least that is an answer to. Yeah, I can see it.
Because like if you lose this board now, we are getting decked. It
That's
could
true.
happen. So I know it's funny. Actually, it's not even that incorrect. But like the only way we are losing from this position now is Shaman Toxin.
Yeah, yeah.
Until we draw Castdown, I guess.
Well, we aren't strictly getting decked because we have Sagu still, but
Oh, true, true.
we can like if he draws 24 cards, we can lose.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess this is not the case. And this is it.
Yeah. Crazy game.
Nice. Actually, nice games.
And now the finals. I think at this point it's 3 a.m. and we are approaching a finals against Gardens. Not exactly where I would like to be at 3 a.m., but I mean, also being in the finals is good. So
It's good enough, no?
yeah.
We can take it. Not. Do you know the matchup?
I'm not sure because I don't remember. I think John Osterman sometimes plays elves.
Yeah, I remember the same thing actually.
So I was probably expecting elves here. That's why I was keen on Kraken Shaman.
Yeah, makes sense. Like it's one of those awkward, like even if you know the matchup, let's say you know it's Gardens, it's one of those
Mhm.
awkward wildfire hands when sure it's not good in the matchup, but you have your bridge. You have 4 lands.
Yeah, even if I know that it's gardens, I don't know if I actually mulligan this end.
It's close one. Probably I will not.
Mm-hmm. Early creatures aren't even that bad, funnily enough. Like, Kraken Shaman, of course, is bad in the matchup, but, a 1-1 is still a creature that attacks. Like, a 1-1 on turn 1 in a matchup that goes for 30 turns is potentially 30 damage if they don't answer it.
I mean, these are. I wonder how it is the matchup. Actually, I haven't seen. It's been a while since I played Wildfire. I mean, at least a couple of months now. And I wonder how it looks with the Sagu mill plan, let's say.
Well, I'm not sure if I want to spoiler you.
Yeah, don't actually.
Okay,
Let's
let's
see
see.
what happens.
So here we are having a little bit of an anemic draw, but not too bad here. Not too bad either for now. We have some creatures. So just to be clear with the viewers, we have the Sagu plan, but it's not like I'm like starting from turn 1. I am planning to deck them out. I am still trying to kill by combat. Like, not just because I want to kill them by combat, but also because it's applying pressure is a way to make them play in an uncomfortable way. Like, they still have to respect the combat plan, and they have to have answers, use answers, spend mana to do that, and all that stuff. And for example, this is especially important for Crypt Rats because they will be forced oftentimes to use 1 or 2 Crypt Rats to stop your creatures. So even if you come then to the decking plan, then they don't have those Crypt Rats anymore. The only thing that you should be careful about is Spellbomb. So even like if you are going for this dual plan, sure you attack with creatures and etc. But you have to save your spellbombs. So spellbomb needs to be saved for campfire. You shouldn't be tempted to exile an eviscerator inside, for example, or stuff like that. That's the only caveat.
Also, the easy, let's say, part about this is that they are not usually forcing your spellbomb in any way. It's not like they're playing a fountain or anything really.
Yeah.
Maybe they have the mono, the one-off of Pulse of Muraz sometimes, but not really actually. Not at least since they went heavy on the campfires, no?
Yeah, they don't have many creatures now. So
This
see,
is actually first Crypt Rat god. It's
exactly. So this is an example of a spot where he thinks he's happy to use Crypt Rats to stop our beatdown plan, and he kinda is happy to do it. But also we are happy that one important resource is gone. Now we need to finally draw some card draw, though. Like, this is not enough. And we are not getting card draw. I-
It's okay. Oh, Spinning Darkness.
and here the game starts slipping away. Usually, I think game one is quite good with the Sagu plan, but you need to play your game, and we are not doing our thing now. We haven't seen much card draw. Like, we only saw one Lembas, which is not card draw, but like at least not even set up spells. Okay, now finally I got Wellspring, but not a dispute.
Also, like the flipped Teething Blade, it's not really a consideration later on, but if it starts now when we are still above 40 cards in the deck, sooner or later that is gonna close out the game with the Cryptrat, so.
Yeah, I mean, it will be offset by Lembas most likely. It shouldn't be a problem, but the more
I mean,
time we give them by not doing anything, and the more it's going to be dangerous.
it's not a problem when you have maybe 20 cards in the game, in the deck, and you are actually chaining Lembas, but at this point we are still pretty far from it, so.
Yeah, I see. I am even forced to.
But what happened to the Arcane Fire?
Oh
Did I
yeah,
miss it?
actually, did I dispute it?
Because I'm pretty sure they had it.
Yeah.
They must have disputed. Tac.
Okay, they dispute the Wellspring here.
Uh, where is it gone?
Okay, they dispute the
Okay.
campfire. So they don't know about the Sagu plan.
Probably. Definitely. I would say.
So they decided. I mean, sometimes Gardens has fodder problems by not having artifact lands.
I guess so. I don't know. Looks a bit of a misstep from
Yeah.
their end, to be fair.
So I guess this allows then me to use Spellbomb and feel less bad about it. I also need to draw something, so
Yeah, you're actually incentivized to do it.
yeah. Still not a dispute, unfortunately. I think like if we draw a dispute now, we are still in game, but the window is closing because as you see, their deck doesn't really do much. So even if they have drawn 16 more cards than us, we still have cast down for their next threat, and it's not going to be easy for them to kill us still. But we need to draw a dispute now, but because otherwise, like if we don't
You're
actually
not sitting
do
there.
anything at all, they can kill us. So the second Crypt Trust is gone. Oh, but they,
This is a problem, actually. The
yeah,
double Witch
I
Cottage
wasn't expecting a double cottage.
is actually problematic for sure. Because now we risk to die like in a couple of tours. Okay, blessed draw.
And I cannot use the Sagu.
Here he is.
So 27 cards, still not a dispute.
They
It's turn 15.
and they actually disputed the Teething Blade, which is
Yeah, fairly strange.
Strange. I mean, they probably think they can close out the game this way, which is,
Yeah.
to be honest, realistic.
Now, a Kraken Shaman will be very good here. But, Chixian is... No, see. Well, I guess at this point they have the monarchy, and so it's kind of fine. But you see, of course, it's everything is going like
Spiraling down.
yeah, but because it's turn 16 and I still haven't drawn a dispute, so
I mean, to be fair, they are gonna deck themselves anyway if they are given enough turns because.
yeah. So exactly. So Sagu is not really necessary anymore, but I still need to stop those things. Okay, finally, turn 17. Can I draw a Clark? Okay. But now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 damage from Cryptrats.
And the trap.
And the trap kills
Does
me.
it.
Yeah, it's over. I
This
just
is
got
not.
the glimpse of hope.
This is not optimal at all. Although, never mind. Not even. You could have drawn like pools here to maybe survive one turn more
Yeah,
into Lembas, but not really a consideration.
very sad. Because I think that, like, you saw that even with an incredibly bad draw from our part, it took them 17 turns to kill us. So I think, like, I could have very easily decked them this game.
Yeah, actually, for real. What really killed you was the second Witch Goddess, to be fair.
Yeah. And as I said, like, not drawing disputes, like,
Yeah, of course.
otherwise this Clark would have come much earlier. Okay, let's see. Now, the sideboarding will be weird, as it was weird all day. So,
Because you need Dures.
let
I
me
mean,
explain something first. I think that in this matchup, it's the only matchup where you are allowed to submit more than 60 cards. Yeah, because if you think about it, like, if you are going through all your deck every game, and and you have more than 60 cards, you just have more tools at your disposal in some sense, as long as your deck keeps functioning. So of course it cannot be too high, the number. I think you should probably stop at let's say 62, something like that. It's very hard to determine, but I think going a little bit over 60 is very much fine. What do you think?
I think it's criminal gameplay, to be fair. Like, sure, you're
Even in this case?
sugarcoating it. You're sugarcoating it very well, Walker, but it's just criminal. At the same time, I actually understand the logic behind it. It's true. Like, it's true.
Like,
I will do it. No, but it's true. Like, it makes sense. Because
like
also, like, you don't have clear cuts. I mean,
exactly,
sure, the pulse strikes.
every card has some edge case where it can be very good, especially with the decking plan. So
I
like
mean,
even Kraken Shaman, the only card that
yeah,
you are sure to cut is Toxin Analysis.
exactly. Like in every, I mean, that wasn't even in your main deck though, or was it?
I don't know. You're right, actually.
So even worse, actually. But at the same time, like every matchup where you actually see the wall fucking deck gives you like some situation where a single card can be useful because like
Yeah,
you're gonna see it sooner or later. So
Exactly. That is why I am keeping exactly one shaman, one weather the storm. Although we are still at 63, maybe.
I guess that 63 is acceptable. I mean, we are not. We are. What is it? We are crossing the line at 62. Like, let's do 63. Whatever.
I guess I'm cutting Jixian. It's the worst creature because it just gets answered one for one. So we are going in with this very mixed plan. I don't know. It's weird. It was my first time playing this list, so I assure you that my sideboard guide is not like this.
Yes, guys. Just I did whatever. It's completely fine. I mean, to be fair, the combat plan is winning when you drop multiple familiars, multiple chrysalis, all in the same turns, let's say.
Mhm.
So otherwise, they actually have an unreasonable amount of removals to deal with everything. So
Yeah. So unfortunately, we see the singleton weather the storm in the starting end, but whatever.
yeah, and it's looking. I mean, the start is looking good.
Yeah.
Like if you actually draw a dispute now, we are in a commanding seat.
Yeah, very easy to draw dispute, right?
I mean, you wouldn't miss on it, surely. This is quite annoying because like creep rats is the only way they can deal efficiently with the refurbished.
Yeah.
Do you buy one back?
I think so.
Hmm.
Ah,
Oh,
Chrysalis.
Chrysalis.
Okay.
Which is acceptable to be fair. Holy shit, the second witch cutter. Once again. Is dropping rat? I don't know about that.
Yeah, that seems strange. Okay, so we don't kill the rat.
I
Why?
mean, it's fine. Is it though?
Well, I could have killed the rat, to be honest.
At the same time, you kind of don't want to expend a cast down on it.
Yeah, it's true. Like, luckily we drew the shaman, which is a better answer. Oh, wait. They were
It's true.
desperate for fodder. Oh, by the way, I think this is something that happens a lot when I play against Dr. John Osterman. They always run out of fodder. I don't know if they are unlucky against me or if they run a list with less fodder.
I mean, he had what? Monarch, he had Initiative. Maybe he has less Icors than normal.
It's possible.
To be fair, he actually did the low roll on the Carney Garden. He didn't make a single Carney Garden in game one, I think.
Ah,
Maybe
maybe.
only one. So I guess it can happen.
So now we will probably try to use Kraken Shaman.
1, 2.
Uh,
It's not not
it
that
would
good.
be the best case, but maybe we cannot afford it actually. Okay, I do it. I'm doing it. So now they have both emblems.
This is not optimal, but at the same time you have like they have only 3 cards. It's gonna be
Yeah.
5 at the end of this turn at worst, but he's going for the card. Okay, this sucks.
Of course, there was a consideration for casting both Wolves.
Or maybe just flashback the Eviscerator on the map.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like I think it's fine to try and contest the Monarch.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking kinda grim, to be fair.
Okay, but
But
this
I
is a
mean,
good draw.
you still have the Sagu plan, to be fair, at the same time. So
Yeah. Also, the monarchy is weird because it forces you to commit to the plan. Like when,
actually, wait a second. Wait a second. Go back. You really want to take down that Titan Blade? Because like
yeah, I
you
was
you
thinking
could have 3 creatures next turn if you
that's
want
true.
to fight on the emblems.
That's true.
Would
I'm
of course if you luck it out with the map, but
yeah. I'm not sure. Like that Titan Blade is not looking too threatening at the moment. To be honest, I even have
is
Weather the
there
Storm in hand.
single fodder? Is there single fodder?
Ah,
Maybe that's
okay.
why you did.
Maybe that's why. So as I was saying, the monarchy is strange because once the monarchy is around, you have to take a stance because if you attack and you steal the monarchy, then the Sagu plan is not going to work anymore. So if you take the monarchy, you need to be very much sure that you're killing by combat. Of course, in this specific situation, since there is also the initiative around, I think it's fine because the initiative gives you plenty of tools to kill by combat.
Yeah, makes sense. Also, you are still 30 cards deep. They don't have a full grip. They kinda. It felt like they were rushing things in a
Mhm.
sense. So I think there is still a world where you win by combat.
Yeah, as I was saying, unfortunately, this match against Gardens was incredibly strange. Like, usually it's a matchup that cannot really be strange because since you always see your deck, things are always going to look the same. But somehow this time it was like that. Like, look at this. It's turn 12 and we have 5 lands in play. Like, oh, what is this?
Yeah. They have they're also casting creatures, but at the same time they are not really chaining disputes or it's unclear what is happening.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have decided that we are going to try to win by combat. These munitions should be fairly safe because they already used a lot of oofs. The troll can be a problem. Also, campfire is good against munitions.
Yeah, but at the
Okay,
same time, now you are in commanding seat. Like
yeah.
when they are faced with the monarch, their deck kinda falls quite fast. Do you cast the Duras? That's fine.
Still lacking fodder.
Il classic. Now we
So
have only 20 cards left, though.
here
So
I should have dropped the munitions. Here's what I was saying. Like, we already saw a lot of oofs, as I had mentioned. So it's safer to drop the munitions than to keep it in hand.
also they didn't show a single Durs, which either they don't have it, which is not that
Yeah.
likely. Or I mean, they did top deck it, to be fair.
So this was a very dangerous mistake that could have had really bad consequences.
But now, like, since they have 0 in hand, no fodder, which is actually very important.
Yeah.
You can cross the line, I think, here. It's not even that, like, it's not even gonna take much. Couple of tours. Because you have Throne also. Of course, Icor into Dispute, nice. The
Yeah.
strongest one also. Very well.
Yeah, still pretty dangerous.
Because also these are your last 2 creatures.
Yeah.
So a lot. I think they are playing like 10 disputes probably. Because we saw Bargain.
Yeah. Oh, there is a Chrysalis.
Ah, okay, with the troll missed on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's over. Like they need like triple removal. They don't even they can't creep rats. So
Yeah.
it was scary though. Like close enough. I wonder if they actually would have decked out if you didn't stall the monarchy.
Yeah, see, that is why this game was pretty weird, because like the monarchy usually helps us a lot. Like, it becomes kind of trivial to deck them with the monarchy. But yeah, since like I had so little, such a little amount of resources, and they had the initiative, I thought it was okay to steal the emblems, and then things got strange again. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was more about the initiative, to be fair, that
Yeah,
the monarchy. Like if you would like if you would have had the opportunity to steal only one,
absolutely.
would have been much easier. But I mean, it worked out.
Okay, nice end, except for the risk of troublemaker roof.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can go like it fixed himself with this second forest. You could go.
Yeah,
Actually,
you would
wouldn't
have.
be probably yes. Like I will be a pussy here, definitely.
Very reasonable.
Just to be completely fair. But this is kind of the perfect hand against Gardens. I mean, at least the
Yeah.
perfect setup.
Finally, we have our engine going. It's like the first game in this match where we have our engine.
Also, I don't like how he keeps throwing Cripples under the bus. Unless he is
Yeah.
really starved for fodder. Which could be, to be fair. Or I mean, I guess he has the the double witch cottage, which is
Oh yeah, so this exchange really shows what you're saying. Like this play, but also the next one really scream desperate for fodder.
He has like 4 disputes in hand.
Yeah.
I assume that I'm not sure that it's even a correct move to cast Duress to take one of them, because it's obvious they have more than one, no?
Yeah.
You probably keep developing here.
I
Just
mean,
go cleansing.
our
drain.
mana is odd, but I can cast familiar plus the 2 drops. Yeah.
Because like sure you take one dispute, he has another 2, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Maybe you cast tier now, but even though, what are you willing to snipe?
I guess I think you take cast down here. Oh no, I could actually take the Viscerator and use Spell Bomb.
Exactly, it really depends how you want to play it out.
Yeah.
It's not easy. This one is not easy. Because like I think that this Duress dictates how you want to play the game out.
Yes. And again, we are finding ourselves in strange situations where, for example, we are very much incentivized to use a spell bomb, like I did for that crypt rats, and maybe here, like we also have an incentive. So uh, these are very like unusual games in a sense. But let's see what I decide here
Which
because
is actually better, because the average game against Gardens, I don't think it is very interesting, to be fair.
maybe. I mean, it could be interesting to see the regular decking plan at least once.
Yeah, but at
But
the same time, it's kind of boring.
very boring, incredibly boring.
Because like if you take Eviscerator, it's true that you cut them off of that, but they can kind of safely develop Monarch plus
Yeah.
Duress and then clear your single Troublemaker with Cast Down. So they are actually gonna get back in cards, no?
Mm-hmm.
So probably it's really Cast Down.
Yeah.
Although, of course, discarding a removal from Gardens, it's not that appealing.
Yeah, I think it cuts down here. We don't really care much about these Dures because we have double fodder and like cutting them off Eviscerator with free Monarch is not.
You also don't draw from the Spellbomb, so it's even less good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So let's see.
20 turns to the to the win.
Oh, actually, I can exile the map token. That's
That's
not bad.
irrelevant actually. And triple creature is actually annoying.
Yeah.
Only crit rats is a consideration, but you cannot really play around it, so whatever.
Okay.
It's
Now.
true that you would suicide your creatures, which is not.
Yeah. Now I think we only attack with familiar.
Yes, probably yes. He's gonna go removal, of course. You
Yeah.
will
We
dispute
flashback
from the graveyard.
Eviscerator. I mean, there is. You could probably cast Chrysalis first so that you are assured to cast both.
Hmm. Do you have a better place if you... Oh, wasn't
Oh,
expecting
okay.
this, actually. And now it makes sense, yes. are we gonna see another win by combat, actually?
As
We could
always,
have dropped the other spellbound just to keep it safe, but to be fair, they saw two Dures we are keeping open Eviscerator, so no, that's not a
yeah,
consideration.
I wanted the Eviscerator.
Makes sense, makes sense. I mean, we could have sacrificed the land, but it's fine.
I guess I wanted to kill Thorn, so that's why I sacrificed Oof.
Which is fine.
Because this way now I can actually attack.
Also, since we are on the combat plan now, the turn has to go one way or another.
So if I want to kill Thorn, then that Oof is free fodder.
Yeah, taking them away of maximum amount of cards. They cannot go creep strats, so it's looking good.
Yeah, they do have 7 cards in hand, which can become scary really quickly. Like if they now drop double removal on the Chrysalis, but at the same time,
I mean,
they don't always have everything.
Exactly, it is what it is. Like, GG's. So he doesn't have anything actually. Also, he could have not go like Vrat for 5 because he dies to the other stuff. Do we map for the win?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was actually kind of a premature GG's, but it's fine.
It was getting over.
Yeah.
Like when they go this low in the game and you still have munitions, then it becomes a race, munition versus campfire. So you had like the upper end for sure at this point.
Yeah. So yeah, unusual match. We saw game one incredibly anemic, and then 2 wins by combat by stealing the emblem that we don't want to steal. So yeah, very weird, but sometimes matchups don't go how you planned.
So against popular belief, sometimes Gardens doesn't win the mirror.
Any final thoughts, or we can close it here?
You mean about the game, about the list, about the tournament?
Anything you think could be interesting?
I mean, not much, because like the list has problems in a sense that it was clearly not mapped out. Like I was a bit like I was don't want to say against siding out Wildfire so much, but it cannot be the
Yeah,
clear like it cannot be correct on a long basis, no?
I
So
agree.
there
Yeah,
is something I really like it by looking at it. It feels complete, and that's the main problem because usually Wildfire lists never feels complete because it's impossible to fit all the cards in the deck because you like get to the point of cutting the engine, no? Which
yeah.
is terrible. At the same time,
Well, here actually we have like more engine than most wildfire lists, since we
oh,
have,
that's true.
and that's actually part of the problem of mapping, like because engine cards are the ones that you never want to cut, and since here we have too many engine cards, then it's actually hard to sideboard because we have the third Lembas.
Yeah, usually you have all the toxin slash all the other stuff, maybe double fountain or whatever that you are like kind of happy to cut
Exactly.
in certain matchups. But it was nice. It was nice. I actually enjoyed doing this because I don't know. It was an insight that we don't always do Like, I don't do it on myself for sure. I don't rewatch my games usually, and it actually gives a lot of thoughts on
Yeah,
all the plays and stuff.
actually, much more than I expected. So I'm also happy that we did this. It was,
True. Actually,
yeah.
we realized it the first day when we recorded the first part that it was actually more helpful than we expected.
Yeah. So that's it. I think we can close it here. Goodbye.
Yeah.